All right. Hello, everybody. Look at the wide-eyed Sovereign. Welcome to Immutable Dimensions, episode 11. Hope everyone's doing well. As in the past week, we're going to do our usual thing and go side by side with everyone and see how everyone's doing. We'll start off with the Badger, a.k.a. the Ziva. Ziva, how are you doing?
Hi, I'm doing okay. I worked out once this week, so I feel like death, but I mean, it's okay.
I mean, that works, I guess.
Progress.
Okay, that's fine. Let's move over to the Lil Shin, aka How are you doing? How was your week?
My week has been great so far. It's been nice, easygoing. Can't complain. I'm actually excited for tonight. So.
All right,
Yep.
Let's go down to the Lord of Shadows, the Ninja Mocha, the Penetrator. How was your week, sir?
Yeah. It's been good. Doing work like usual. Currently dying of allergies today, so kind of out of it, but here.
Okay. Go over to the man, the legend, the stealthiest motherfucker in this campaign, Karma. How are you doing, sir?
Feeling invisible, as usual. pretty ready to deal with it. Catch my drift.
All right. Assassin may be joining us. Currently, we're just going to make sure, just so everyone is aware, for story's sake, Killa is currently sleeping atop Penetrator's head. We're just going to leave him there right now until he's having some PC issues, and we're just going to go from there. But to pick up where we left off, last week, the Chosen finally came face to face with Kai. They had some conversation, and they learned a little bit about what's been going on in this realm. A little bit of things of what's happening, why the Chosen came together, and what's going on. Badger made a friend, decided to name one of the guards, and they learned about a rogue group of people in the town of Sparrow's Hollow. As the story progressed, Kai was called away to go and see his mother, and the Chosen decided to go through and finally went to the blacksmith shop, where Badger was really trying to be super thirsty and Ziva wanted to get some of that blacksmith ass, but instead they were able to identify their items, have some fun, find some new things, make some purchases, and where we pick up this episode will be the Chosen finishing their purchases and getting themselves situated and getting ready to exit the blacksmith shop. That being said, we're going to pass it over to the Chosen and see what they're going to do with their newly purchased items and what it is that they're going to do next. What are you guys doing?
Well,
I'd say first question, did everybody get sort of what they wanted from the blacksmith?
I think I got studded armor.
You did. Yes, I remember that.
It fits snugly.
All right. If we're done here, then what do y'all want to do?
Maybe, I don't know. We should rest a little bit. Try to figure out where to go next. Head back to the inn, drop off our stuff. Maybe.
I think we should take a load off.
I
Okay,
could
yeah,
use
it's
a
getting kind
snack.
of late. Yeah,
Snack
get some
time.
food, go to bed kind of thing. Okay.
So you guys are picking to leave and head back to the inn?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. I've got to wait a full day for the helmet anyway, so might as
All
well
right.
spend some time doing nothing.
So as you guys exit and you see that the streets are still bustling with people, everyone laughing and cheering, and you smell the different cuts of meat that are being cooked and a bunch of the people that are getting sick on the side of the street from drinking too much ale and laughing and yelling, and you see a couple people having a little scuffle on the side of the road as you're just casually strolling through. I need all of you to roll a perception check for me.
Okay.
Okay.
The way scored.
Will determine how the rest of my
on our side.
What happened?
You want to change the map for us?
Oh shit, why did that not update for you guys?
There's like a little tab that you have to drag over to the scene you want us to be able to see. It looks like a bookmark, maybe, if I remember correctly.
Oh, that's...
I don't.
How do I go about and do this?
Yeah, you see that red bookmark?
Oh, I drag that over to this one. Ah, there we go. That works.
Heyo!
All right, perfect. Cool, thank you for that, because I was like, wait a second.
Yep.
That works for me. Also, this seems like good format. Switch up, not just an idea. Seems to work. All right, so what do we got? We got a 17, a 16, a 10, and what did you roll, Karma?
12.
You rolled a 12. All right, so as you guys are walking through the street, you guys see that there seems to be a group of people following you. What you can determine from them, they're all human, all basically just similar in stature, not overly buff, just more, seem to be slightly bedraggled, kind of like they're, they've been in the shit a little bit. Oh, we lost a badger.
Bye, Badger!
She clicked on the wrong back. Yay.
And as I said, as you guys are strolling, this is when you notice that there's this group of people that are following you. You don't know what the intent is. It just seems that everywhere that you guys are going, they are following. Not super close to, they're trying to be hidden, but close enough that two of you notice, which would be Ziva and Penetrator. And Karma are blissfully unaware that you are being followed.
Okay. I definitely want to try and see anything more specific that I can figure out about them.
Are there any alleys nearby by
Yeah.
chance?
Yes, there is an alleyway on your right, an alleyway on your left, and if you keep going down the street, there's another alleyway on your right and on your left. It seems to be one of the little, sideway, shortcuts through to get that people are utilizing to get through to different areas. Now, as for Ziva, what you see about them is they're all wearing these little kind of tussled up cloaks, just casually walking. They're all fully dressed. They don't look like they're homeless or that they've just been complete. They just look like they've, as I said previously, been in the shit a little bit. They're kind of a little dirty, but fairly clean. It just seems like, but they're all dressed eerily similar.
Okay. I'm gonna sidestep into an alley real quick. Like if I see something to stand behind, like a dumpster or a jut in the building or something, I'm gonna try and.
Okay. What are you telling the rest of them?
I'm gonna let them know that I'm stepping away, but I'm not necessarily gonna like make them follow me or
Okay. What are the rest of you doing?
anything.
Seeing Ziva go away.
I'm asking about Killa on top of his head because I haven't heard him since we were in the shop.
Okay.
I'm asking Penetrator about Killa. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm gonna put my arm around and kind of direct him towards the alleyway, like subtle but not too forceful way, and just say, he's taking a nap. And just
Okay.
lead him down the alleyway.
Okay.
Okay.
So now I'm watching everyone go down the alleyway. I'm gonna ask Penetrator. Hey, Penetrator, what's going on?
Just gonna look at him and
Gonna look at me? So he says.
Yeah.
Just over the shoulder.
He's like motioning for you to follow him.
Oh, I do, but not because you told me, but because I want.
Okay.
And I follow into the alleyway.
And I would like to note that once we get to a point in the alleyway where there is somewhere to be more or less hidden, I am going to
Yeah.
push into it.
I definitely want to hide. Yeah, for sure.
I am going to stand out in the open and just shove him into like a corner or something where he will not be easily visible.
All right, I wish to stealth at this point.
Can I, like, I don't know, do I know what the fuck is going on? Like,
No, not
I don't,
really.
I don't know what Karma would do in this situation is what I'm getting at. All right. Yeah.
Actually, first I'd like to roll insight on Penetrator before I actually fulfill this. So
What are you trying to figure out?
What he wants me to do.
Okay.
Okay.
Now what?
What did you roll?
Into a corner. 9.
A 9.
You
yeah.
can't figure shit out.
Then I'm not stealthing.
Okay. I'm gonna try, I think, to hide behind some of these barrels over here. Kind of like squat and stuff, but
Aspen, well, while she's moving over there, I'm gonna ask Penetrator, why are we here?
Oh, I'm not trying to hide this from them right now. They came into the alley, and this is what was meant to be.
we see and stuff. Yeah. No,
Since,
I'll duck
ask-
behind the barrel. I
since
will
I'm
go
asked-
ahead and do a stealth thing. Cool.
What'd you roll?
A nat 20.
Where
Oh,
the fuck did Diva go?
yep. You get behind there, and suddenly, and everybody is completely unaware of where you went, what you did, or how the hell you're gone.
I went
But you
down
j-
that alley so fast.
Did she even come here with us?
All
Where
the
is
time.
All you hear is one of them.
I turn around to say she was right.
Where did she go? The blue one. The blue one's gone. Search for her. And what you will see is one of the men decide to go right over here and start to do his little search to try and find where you went. But the other 3 are standing in front, staring. One of them is going to come up directly to Penetrator and say, "You're that group, aren't you? You're what do they call you? The Chosen. I think it's time that you paid your dues there, little man. If you want to pass through this alleyway unscathed, I'm gonna need 20 gold pieces from you immediately." And you'll see him kind of stand up and kind of puff his chest out, staring up at you, but visibly kind of intimidated.
Trying to puff his little chest out.
Oh.
I really.
I'm gonna try and intimidate him and just say, "Who the fuck are you to stop me?"
You're at a 10 on it, so he rolled a 10. Anyways,
I'm rolling insight on what they're saying. Just nope, I don't know what's going on.
I want to imagine you can hide the stuff in the bottom left. Yeah, it's fine for now. I'm not worried about it. All right.
Oh, great.
And what are you rolling your insight for?
I wanted to see what was like if I could. Tell
Oh,
what he's
you're
doing. I
still
can't
very,
tell.
very dumb and don't know anything that's happening right now. You just see that a much shorter man is trying to square up with a much larger minotaur right now, and neither one of them are backing off. And you just see he'll stand there right in front of you. Who I am doesn't matter. I want my bloody told pieces. So, give me my gold, and you can be on your way.
And what's to stop me from turning around and walking away?
Oh. Well, I'll tell you. Boys, get them. And now I need each of you to roll initiative.
Okay.
Oh, great.
I need to get the turn or everything in here.
Click your
Oh.
token first and roll
I'm
initiative.
going last.
Question. Since I am hidden,
Sorry, I should have clicked on
can
my
I
token.
have
before that.
one like reaction thing to combat starting?
Yes.
Like to what he said before.
What is it you're trying to do?
Well, my initiative's crap.
Oh.
I want. Where the hell is he?
All right, there he goes. It sent it over.
Computer, I need you to stop being a dumbass. Thank you.
I forgot I had to click on the token and then.
Oh, well, okay. I am going to use a cantrip. I want to use mold earth to create like a sort of wall here-ish.
Okay.
Like, so this guy can't, like, see this.
Okay.
So...
Okay. So you're casting. I didn't see exactly where you were trying. I'm assuming you're trying to draw your rate.
I just want to block this man, this dude's line of
This
sight.
dude?
The guy in the barrels.
the guy in the barrels.
This guy.
The one closest to you
guy.
or the one in the middle? It's not. My roll 20 doesn't
Oh.
fucking act. Is the one closest to
Between
you?
The crates and barrel.
Here we go.
Yeah, the
This
far-
guy.
Okay, that
one
guy.
down.
That's perfectly fine.
Yes.
So you block him
I
off.
want to try and block his line of sight. So something here-ish.
Okay, so the other band they'll sit there and they see as you go around and as you start to do your little incantation and you see as the wall goes up right behind the block and all you hear is oi, oi, boys, I'm stuck. And just leave him there, it's fine. But we need to handle these ones first. And now you'll
When
see.
I hear that, I'm going to say, "Ha! You might have wanted him."
You'll see that they now form a line directly in front of Penetrator, which I need to get all of this stuff. Okay, you're
I'm
up
gonna
here.
take a Jeffrey and draw a furry wall.
Jesus Christ.
He's stuck.
Oh yeah, no, that's perfect. That's fine too.
I would just like some sort of inclination that he can't see, like just something.
Okay. Well,
Gotta get everyone's initiatives. Okay, we're not dealing with Killa. Okay. So what you're gonna see is the man. Also, side point. Sorry. What is it that you were trying to do, Karma?
What? I just drew something on the thing.
Okay, that's fair. He can't if it's on the other side of the wall. He can't see shit. Anyway, so Penetrator, what you're going to see is the 3 men in front of you. They all draw out what seems to be a fairly used scimitar. Each of them equipped with the exact same weapon.
Oh, so they've pulled weapons.
Due to the fact that they all rolled super shitty, you get to start off this combat phase.
Well, I'm pulling out the shield and longsword this time.
Okay.
Okay, I have a plan.
I'm gonna start out by saying, this is your last chance to back down.
I ain't backing down from you. You think I'm afraid of you, Minotaur man?
You should be.
Oi,
Say you
did
should
anybody
be,
just
but-
hear her voice? Where did that voice come from?
I would like to try my best attempt at mimicking Ziva's voice.
Roll a performance check.
How the fuck do I get rid of this line I accidentally drew on myself? Ah! How do you erase? I don't know how. But I drew an extra line. That means nothing. Yeah, performance check?
Yep.
I try it anyway. like Like, I'm right here. What do you mean?
And you're just gonna see all of them just turn and just casually look at you and go, "Oi, you think we're stupid?" And turn back and focus on Penetrator.
I tried.
Then Penetrator is first for the attack phase. What is it that you're doing, Sweetness?
To this question of do you think I'm stupid, I'm gonna say, yeah, I do, and swing at him.
Oh my god.
Ah.
So what you're gonna see is
Oh,
this Penetrator takes he takes his sword and it just great and he stumbles and you see he misses and the sword falls out of his hand and he just kind of stumbles over to the right a little bit and all of the bandits in front just these are supposed to be the chosen. They can't even swing a sword. And the bandit in front of you is just going to do a base. What's your AC?
17.
Oh, that is
Wow,
not
it
fun.
just fucking hits. Jesus. Hold on a second. You take 6 points of slashing damage. You see the bandit right in front of him just take it out and just do a very wide, just swing, and it just cuts right across Penetrator's midsection. And he's going to take a step back after. It's kind of not really retreating, but just a little step back and just, yeah, got you there.
And yet you ran.
And we're going with, who was it that was next? Karma.
Me?
No. Karma rolled a 9 for
you already-
initiative.
Okay, that's fine. That's
The
fine.
table
It's
thing is a little
not in
backwards
order.
right now.
It's not. It's fucking. My roll 20 is struggling right now for some fucking reason.
okay. It's
And
okay.
everything I'm doing is taking about 3 minutes to actually happen.
If you're using Google Chrome and you enable hardware acceleration.
It works worse on Chrome than it does on Firefox for me.
Oh, weird. Yeah, because mine was very laggy and I had to activate. I can't use my swords because I don't know their damage, so I'm not gonna do that.
No, the issue is it's because I'm running roll 20 and everything else at the same time. For some reason, this website, it just struggles when I'm streaming. If I'm not streaming and using it, it runs perfectly fine. But for some reason, there's just too much happening, and it's just annoying. But I do apologize for this shit show, but I did specify before the episode this was going to be a shit show.
I mean, they get the audio of our shenanigans, so it's okay.
So what is it that you were doing, Karma?
I am going to attempt to where's my ruler? Let me see. Yeah, so I want to grapple the guy on the right. I want to go grapple his.
Okay.
So yeah, so I'm gonna go attempt to do that.
Roll a strength check for me.
I rolled a nat 20.
Okay. So, what the fuck? All right.
Karma.
So you just see, you'll see his Karma just casually strolls up, just, no, not a care in the fucker world. It just goes to grab him as the bandit tries to. Oh, you're stronger than I thought. Fuck. He is now grappled.
Is grapple an action, or can I still do a spell?
I will still allow you to do a spell. Go for it.
With this nat 20, may I lift him up with this, or is that not possible?
Absolutely, because I rolled a 7.
Oh, fuck yeah. Okay, so I'm going to lift him up, and then I am going to use Shocking Grasp.
Yes.
Okay. And
I rolled a 19.
Yeah. That does it. Roll is your damage.
8.
So So as you see, as Karma, in some miraculous feat of strength, just lifts this bandit into the air, just, oi, put me down, you fucking... He takes 8 points, and he is looking pretty fucking rough.
That was max damage. Yeah, I'll just, yeah.
And I rolled that he rolled. Okay, he is still grappled in your grasp as you see as he tries to break free from Karma, and Karma just casually squeezes him a little bit and says, I can't breathe, you bloody bastard. He is still grappled because he rolled a 1.
Oh, nice. Also, I have a question.
These are some shitty bandits.
Is he wearing armor made of metal?
No.
Okay, gotcha.
That's some
Nothing goes
leather.
through. He cannot
Yes.
take reactions until the start of his next.
Okay.
So if that was, yeah, he would have been.
Okay.
Just so- okay, that's my move.
You're next. What are you doing?
Well, finally realizing what's going on, I also then realized, don't kill them.
Is that what you're...
The fun being killing these weaklings.
No, just remember the rules. And I am going to cast. I can just open up my spell list. I'm going to cast. Sorry, I'm trying to click on it and it's not working.
No, you're
Good, I'm
fine.
glad I'm not the only one that has issues with this godforsaken website right now.
I am going to cast Armor of Agathis on myself.
Okay? Explain it to me. Tell you how you do this beautifulness. Let me have it.
Sorry, I didn't put that up so I can figure it out. So, I gain 5 temporary hit points. Actually, no, I gain 10 because it's cast at level 2. So I have plus 10. I am going to walk by the guy that is grappled to. Actually, I need to do. Is it right click? No.
He also can't react at all.
So I can.
So
I can.
you can walk right past him.
I'm going to stand here. So walk right by and stand in front of this guy.
Okay.
And I'm going to intimidate him with the chill coming off of me.
Roll.
I don't know about the rest of you, but the warlock showed up for business today.
His roll isn't showing up for me yet. What'd you get, a 20, I'm assuming?
Nat 20.
Nat
All
20.
right. What are you doing? What are you doing to intimidate him?
I am grabbing my hood, pulling it up as the Armor of Agathis, the cold mist is coming off of me. I pull it up and get close to his face and say, "Run."
Ooh. All right, hold
It's
on.
my turn.
Let me see. Motherfucker. So you'll see as this bandit in front of you, as gets right in his face, and as this chill just emanates off, you'll see that some of that chill is just peppering his face a little bit, and you see certain little crystallizations forming on him, and he just takes a step back. He is officially intimidated. Very well done. And that was a beautiful roll, might I add.
Yes. Yes, it was.
Ziva, you're up.
Okay, I want to cast Mold Earth. This one will last only for an hour,
Okay.
but what I want is in this walkway, sort of the bottom left, where there's like that choke point. I want to make that area difficult terrain, so if they try and run that way, it's going to be harder for them.
Okay.
Okay, and then I want to sort of just really casually, well, let me measure it first. Hold up. Oh yeah, for sure. I want to really casually just walk over here, but I want to make a stop next to this guy that Karma's grappling
Mhm.
and just kind of side look at him and be like, "You're weak," and just keep going like
What?
nothing matters.
And
Bruce ego at the same time that he's being lifted up.
so
by
he's sitting
me?
there still
Oh, yeah.
struggling in Karma's grasp, and as you just walk by and give him that little side look at weakling, and as you walk away, you just sit there, oi, get, fuck, you'll eat your words. Still grappled, still stuck, still rolled another one. So Karma, you're fucking, you've got him, bud. You fucking got him.
I am God.
Yes.
I can smell you.
All right. So now the other bandit is going to fucking do absolutely nothing. The other bandit goes to take a step towards Ziva, and he takes his scimitar, and as he goes to swing, he evidently hit a stone of some sort that he really couldn't see and tripped and fell flat on his face. The scimitar.
I'm gonna scoff and just be like, amateurs.
He's now on the floor, prone, because he
Yes.
fell on his face. Penetrator, you're up.
It was the guy on the left who fell over, correct?
Yes.
Can I go over and sit on him?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, go for it. Go for it.
Yes.
And then I'm going to need you to roll strength for me, because this is going to be some form of grapple. We'll see how it goes, but I need to
That
know.
one.
Are you fucking... So as Penetrator goes, just fucking stumbles over and goes to sit on him, you just rolls out of the way, and you just see Penetrator fucking fall flat on his ass, and you see Killa just kind of bouncing his fucking little thing on top and just lands back there, sleeping and slightly just out like a light.
Again, I'm gonna look at Penetrator and be like, maybe I spoke too soon.
I'll have you know that our barbarian couldn't land a sitting maneuver, and I am lifting up a man.
As that bandit rolls out of the way, give me a second. Okay. He's going to roll out of the way, grab his scimitar, turn around, and take a slash at the Penetrator, and the Penetrator will take 6 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Oh, you're not so tough, bloody chosen. Who picked these assholes?
Ah, that's a good question.
Someone smarter than whoever picked you.
All right. What is your AC?
It is 12.
Wow, I just fucking okay. So you're gonna see the bandit directly in front of you, who is intimidated and even with disadvantage decided he wanted to hit very, very high. You're only going to take 4 points of slashing damage. You're gonna see him take a step up, and he's gonna take a sort of what are you? And he's just going to just reach down and just swipe down and just cut you kind of just down across your midsection, and just a little blood starts to come out from it. Yes, I know. Just give me a fin. Let me finish. He's going to put it down. He's going to just kind of stand up triumphantly as he goes, we could take him, boys. And when he looks over and just, except you're out. You're done. I don't know what's wrong with you, but you're done, as he's pointing to the one currently grappled by Karma.
Somebody just
Scion,
lost
go
their job.
ahead and do what it is that you're gonna do, bud.
Well, actually, he takes 10 points of damage
Hold on really quick, because
from
I'm
hitting
trying
me.
to sit on the guy next to him, right?
You didn't sit on him, you tried.
I tried, but I am within range of the guy who's swinging at Scion, and I have Sentinels, so I get an attack of opportunity because he didn't swing at me.
Go for it.
Grab his leg.
Killed it.
Tell me what it is you're gonna do. So, and by the way, Scion, you said he takes 10 points of damage?
Yeah, that's what it says.
Oh
Let me read
shit,
it.
that's right. You cast it a second level or higher, so the temporary hit points and the
Yep.
cold damage increased by 5 for each of them. Okay, all right, that works.
Yes.
Okay, so Penetrator, what are you doing?
I'm just trying to swing the shield at the back of his legs.
Okay,
What would you like me to roll for this? I'm assuming a D.
yeah,
D20
roll a
thing.
d20 for me.
That's without a modifier.
And with your proficiency, and you would be, yeah, no, okay,
+4.
so it just hits. So, what you're gonna say? How do you want to do this? To describe it for me, Nin, because as you see, Penetrator just creeping and just randomly tries to swing at the back of his leg with the shield. You see, hits, and he just kind of buckles. And do me a favor and describe the demise, sir.
Wait, you killed him?
Is he like full dead?
They are human bandits.
Fair enough. So I guess I'm taking his legs off with the shield.
Penetrator!
So what you're gonna see is as Penetrator goes and swings the shield and he hits it with such force that you just see the bandit at eye level with his legs come out from him, and you just hear him dropping just this little sploosh noise as his legs that are now behind Penetrator in the trees. You see the first bandit lying there dead. What you hear at this point in time is, "Oi, let me, you bloody butt, you're crazy." Give me a second while I roll this. Karma, I need you to roll a strength check for me again really quick.
Let me find my thing. I rolled a 10.
I also rolled a 10. We are locked. We are locked. So you see, he's trying to break us. Oh, just let me go. And you're gonna see the one that swiped at Penetrator as he tried to get sat on. He is going to. Oh, I can't get to him, so I'm moving you for a second.
That is fine.
He is going to run away. He retreats, and what you're going to hear in the distance is, "Oi, no, we can't do. No, we need to go. He killed the boss, and I don't know what should we do here. We need to go tell Aldrich what happened." You're going to hear three sets of footsteps scurrying away from this little fucking choke point that Badger made difficult terrain because the other three bandits lying in wait were hiding there. You're going to hear the footsteps retreating, and you're going to hear, "Excuse me, it's quite dark, and can you let me out?"
I would like to respond to that if we're doing roleplay stuff.
It's your
As far
spell.
as I can tell, we're in combat.
Yeah.
You're perfectly fine. So you have one dead that you brutally murdered. You have one.
Fucker go.
You have one locked in a grapple with Karma, and you have one stuck
Trapped in
behind
the
a
corner.
wall because of Ziva. The one behind the wall is asking to be let out. You can
Whose turn
respond.
is it officially?
It is
Mine,
your turn.
technically.
Going. No, Sav was grab. We're locked in combat and we're locked in a grapple
Oh, yeah,
right
but
now.
I can still throw attacks while
You can, yes.
in a grapple, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm not necessarily going to do an attack. I just would like to do something during my turn in combat phase.
Okay. If it's my turn, I want to look at like who I'm now face to face with, I guess, and just like point at Karma and the dude he's grappling and just be like, "Help him." And then I want to move over here. I want to fly and land on top of my little wall,
Okay.
like all squatted, and I want to give this man the creepiest toothy grin I can. And I want to see if he's scared or angry.
He's scared.
He's scared shitless.
He's
Okay,
terrified. Now, the man that is currently locked in grapple with Karma is also terrified, but he's no longer employed by the bandits.
Okay.
So you're
I
going
wanna-
to hear the man above. You're going to look as you look down, but you're just going to see he's visibly shaking. I didn't mean anything. I just the boss told me to come here, and we were supposed to fight you and try to make a point, and but you killed my boss, and I can't run anywhere, so I surrender.
Keep him there. I
Well,
got something to do with this one.
What
wasn't
would
trying
you
to
like
kill
to
him.
tell us about Aldrich?
I can't talk. Well, I can't talk about the boss. I just can't. You see him. He just kind of tries to retreat further into the corner to see if he can be covered in whatever level of darkness is in there. Which, due to the fact of it being there, it's a little dark, but you can still clearly see him.
So which one's the one that was unemployed? The one that Karma's holding?
I am still holding him, and I just got
Yes.
passed over. To be completely honest.
Well, I am going to say stop struggling.
Oh, we don't exist anymore.
No, we don't exist anymore apparently, and I don't know what the hell just happened to all of your tokens.
I
They
think
are
the layer
under
is
the
over
map.
us.
Great.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
You can... Nope, I tried. I tried to pull mine back.
Yeah, I gotta get to where your tokens actually are. Yes, the layers.
Mine is right here.
There we go.
There we are. Hey.
Woohoo!
So what is it that Karma's doing?
Well, I was gonna tell him that it looks like he just got a promotion, and he can choose to live or die right now.
Roll a persuasion check.
I'm
And I want to know
assisting
how it
the
is you're gonna try and do this. I'm curious.
I'm still holding him up.
Yes, I
and
know.
his decision is going to impact what I do with him in this position.
Okay. So what is it? Are you trying to persuade me to do something, or just letting me make a choice?
So basically, yeah, I'm giving him the choice. I'm saying you can choose whether or not to live or to die right now. That's what I'll do there. If I need to persuade him, then I'll persuade him.
Okay.
with something,
So
but I
I'm
wanna hear
gonna
from him
roll.
first.
1 to 10 is gonna choose to live, and above anything above 10 will be him choosing to die.
Okay.
I rolled a 14.
Awesome. I'm going to throw him down on the ground
Mm-hmm.
here. Oh fuck. Next to the other dude.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw him down right there. I'm assuming I can take him with my movement
Mm-hmm.
or something like that. I'm throwing him down there. And I'm gonna be like, okay, second choice. Your boss, who wants nothing to do with you, can live. And you are going to live as well. Or you're gonna start telling me everything I want to know. And I'm gonna prep spare the dying.
Oh. Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna roll again. We're gonna see what happens.
Should I go grab the legs?
He doesn't need him.
I rolled a 5. So he's I want to live. I want to live.
Sounds good. Now let's start talking about Aldrich.
I'm telling you, I can't talk about the boss. He'll kill me.
That's a shame. That's a real shame. And then I cast Spare the Dying on the guy to the next to him.
Okay.
To stabilize him.
I want to jump down into the cubby with this guy as I hear Karma doing all of this fun stuff.
You're gonna do what? Sorry, I apologize.
Jump down into the cubby with this guy while
Okay.
I hear Karma doing that.
Okay. At this point, you guys are officially out of combat.
So now he is stable. He's not necessarily conscious.
That's
Right,
fine.
that's
He is
the next-
lying there on the ground,
Yep.
unconscious. But he is no longer dead. So that was
Alright.
that was well done on your part. That was good. You now have the attention of the bandit that you are grappled with, and Ziva has the undivided attention of the other bandit. She's currently very, very close to.
Looming over.
What are you guys doing?
Oh.
I'm gonna take out my ruined dagger, and I'm just gonna put it up to the guy's face. And I'm
Okay.
gonna be like, and this is what I'm gonna say to him. I don't know what this dagger does, but I'll tell you what. It was a normal dagger before I got into the labyrinth. And I did some warlock shit, and now it's special in some way. It could be a good thing. It could be a bad thing. I don't know. Do you want to take the risk of me killing you, or your former boss's boss to kill you?
Look, listen, look, okay? Like, I tried to make a little bit of money, and I found this group of guys, and they said that I it was easy money, but I didn't know that you guys were going to be like this. You're like crazy, but so, like, I can't talk about Aldrich. Shit. You're going to see him look over at the one that's currently unconscious on the ground and make sure that he didn't hear him just say the name. He's going to, I can't talk about him, all right? And you're going to see him just kind of put his hands in front of him and lower his head down, and he's going to basically seize up.
I drop a gold coin on his face. I go,
One
there's
moment,
a
Badger.
lot more easier. There's a lot more easier money going on. If you'll at least just tell me what's going on. I was like, he doesn't have to know about any of this. He's out cold. I'll take you somewhere safe, and maybe I'll make it worth your while. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm your new boss now.
I need you to roll a persuasion check for me. Badger, what is it?
I want to sort of do the same thing Karma's doing, but to this other guy. Okay. But I want to be like licking my claws and looking down at this man and be like, okay, if you don't want to tell me directly about Aldrich, what will you tell me? Where did you get this job? What was it supposed to be for? Who told you to come after us? Because I assume it wasn't Aldrich himself. You seem a bit low on the ladder for that. So what will you tell me?
I need you to roll a intimidation and a persuasion. Karma, he's going to...
One moment, because I'm going to be using my lucky feet.
Okay.
I just didn't want to interrupt what's going on with Ziva. If we want to pass priority over to Ziva for what she's doing.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
wait
I
for
kind
you.
of pictured like a pass back and forth so we can both sort of progress a little bit at a time.
Yeah, do your thing.
What did you roll?
13 for both.
13 for both. He's gonna just kind of look up at you and, you're not so bad. All right, look. So I got the job. I was kind of down bad, like my family needed to eat, and I was trying to steal some food here and there. I got caught, but Aldrich, he took pity on me. So, he offered me a job if just to get some information for him, and well, he did tell us to come after you. He wanted us to get some information and report back to him, but I don't know what to tell him now. I can't go back to him, and that's your fault. I don't know what else you want from me. That's all I know, I swear.
Does everybody you work with get caught doing some kind of bullshit? Or do some people actually volunteer for this job?
Oh, of course people volunteer. If Aldrich offers you a job, you take it. You don't tell him no. Are you crazy? Can I go now? Can you let me out of this fucking wall?
One more question, if you don't mind. Where might one go to volunteer for such a job?
Oh, we're not told that information. He finds you.
You haven't heard any rumors from any colleagues on where to go to make inquiries?
Hold on. He doesn't know shit. He's fucking dumb. He's one of the new ones.
I'm gonna just kind of look down at him. Such a disappointment. I'm gonna try and grab him by the scruff.
Mm-hmm.
And then lower the wall, so I have to cast Mold Earth again to put it back in the ground.
Okay. So you're gonna see as Ziva just reaches down and grabs him. He's oi, not this again! And you're gonna see as the ground, so she does a little incantation, the ground comes down, and you're just gonna see him just breathe a sigh of relief as finally he's able to move.
And then I kind of want to strongly encourage him to walk with me over here. With them.
With them? Okay.
Like by the scruff.
Okay, so you're dragging him. Okay, that's fine.
More or less, yeah.
Okay. I'll have him next to you. All right. So now you are all together. Also, remember to keep your eye on the chosen chat thing. Cyan did say he's pulling out 5 gold coins to assist in Karma's possible persuasion.
Just fucking drop money on them.
While they're interrogating them, I'm gonna pick up my sword and the legs of the guy I fucking smacked.
Okay.
I'm just gonna lay his legs on his chest.
Okay. You're just gonna see Penetrator just casually stroll over with 2 fucking stumps, and he's just gonna put him on there. You'll need those later. And just stand there, imposingly, I'm assuming, because that's what you do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That scary way.
Karma, what are you doing?
I'm gonna roll my second d20 using lucky.
Go for it.
It was persuasion, right?
Yes.
That's a 20.
Yes. Yes.
Jesus Christ, the fucking 20s are going tonight, man. Fucking A. All right, what is it you're
Warlocks
trying?
came to fuck today.
What are you trying to persuade him to do?
Basically, I'm persuading him that he is isolated, alone, and his only hope of survival or pay is if I am his new boss, and he's gonna be able to tell me anything.
You mean you want me to be a double agent? But I just got fired. I can't go back. I mean, I could try to beg, but who the fuck wants to beg?
We can figure out the details later, but for now, you're with us.
I mean, I can't leave. My family's here. But
I said for now. I'm not a cruel boss. I'm just a motivated one right now.
well,
And then
all
I
right.
drop him 4 more gold coins.
He's going to pick
5
them up
gold.
very greedily and shove them in his pocket. All right. I'll do what you ask, but I'm not. I'm not a smart man. I don't know if I could pull this off.
That's fine. We'll work out the details later.
All right. Okay. What would you like me to do?
I want you first to I'm going to let's see. First, I want you to take that bandit. I want you to take this guy, your former boss. I want you to put him and his legs somewhere out where he can be taken care of, and you're gonna go meet back us. You're gonna go meet back up with us in the inn when you're done.
Don't worry about that. I'm gonna take him to a guard.
Oh,
He did
never
try
mind.
and bug us after all.
That's
Might as
true.
well be served.
Don't even worry about him. You're just gonna stick around with us, and we're all gonna go get a drink. Your first drink's on me.
I'm gonna look at Karma and be like, since you want to go that route, do you want another one? And sort of like, not lift him off the ground, but like lift this guy in Karma's direction.
That one's yours.
She's gonna sigh and just look over at this guy. You know, if you want the offer the man on the floor got, I suppose I could be nice enough to help you. At least get food for your family.
Do you mean it?
Yes.
All right. I'm yours to. I'm here to serve you.
All right. I'm gonna like drop him and just start walking towards our in-bar destination.
He's going to land and just kind of crumple onto the floor because he's still terrified, and you literally just picked him up like a kitten.
Yep.
All right.
I'm going to use a healing light die on the guy I own.
Okay.
So I roll a d6 for that.
All right, we're going to take everyone back to the Sparrow's Hollow.
He gets 5 hit.
Okay. We're going to take everyone back to Sparrow's Hollow. So the group, after this ridiculous round of shenanigan combat, Penetrator goes and drops off the leader of the bandit group in front of one of the guards, and his legs, and he's just gonna drop him in front. You're gonna see the man is, what the fuck happened to him? Is this
tried to
you?
rob me.
Oh,
It was self-defense. He pulled a sword. I pulled a shield.
excuse me.
My fault. His sword. His
Can
legs
you
are built like.
Can you repeat that? Did you just say he pulled a sword and you pulled a shield?
Yeah, I didn't want to kill him. Where would the fun in that be?
He
I was just
doesn't
gonna knock him
have
out.
legs. Was that you?
I misjudged the integrity of his legs when I swung.
Not, with all due respect, Mr. Sir, you're rather large. He's a human.
I peek around, penetrate, and say he tripped.
And lost his legs.
No, he tripped.
So, hold it. You mean to tell me?
I did that while sitting on the ground, yes.
Oh, you must have
He was
been.
the same height.
You must have been great in the arena. Do you ever plan on fighting again?
Of course I do.
I'm gonna look you up. I kind of want to see this happen. But I'll take care of this. So you go ahead and go about your business, and please don't fall again.
I will try to not.
I would be really, I would appreciate it if you just let people keep their limbs. It's a lot of paperwork, if I'm being honest, and the bosses don't like it when these things happen, but I have a sneaking suspicion.
Oh, speaking of bosses, he said his boss's name was Ziva. What was his boss's name?
I'm just gonna side-eye Penetrator.
Oh, drip.
But does say that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Even if
I'm
I interrupt him. I'm just like, oh, drip.
I'm not gonna say anything then.
Do you say this out loud?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
I'm right behind him. I'm literally. The guards don't really see me. I stick my head up, like, yeah, hi.
The guard's going to look over at and did you say Odric?
Yes.
You said that's
I really just pictured a small child peeking around a fucking minotaur. Yes.
The guard's gonna look at Penetrator, and you said that's his boss.
Yes, legless man's boss is Uldric.
You're gonna see the guard turn around and walk into his little area and take out his notepad, and he's gonna write something down. He's gonna set it down. Thank you. Thanks for letting me know. As I said, I'll handle this. You go about your business, and please don't try to maim anyone else if you can. In any way, please.
If he wakes up, or when he wakes up, would you let him know I apologize about his legs?
Yeah, I'll be sure to let him know. Thank you again. I appreciate it.
At least he isn't dead.
Good healer should be able to fix him right up.
I hope there's one in this town.
So as you all make your way to the inn after this, you all wind up at the Sleeping Lion, where there's the little bar area downstairs, a little common room where you see there's a fireplace and some very very eccentric and elegant looking chandeliers hanging from above, but it's like they're candlelit but not quite. It's some type of arcane energy that is resonating within each of the lights in this establishment. And you see the fireplace is going, and you notice that just a couple people are huddled over by the fireplace. Very very beautiful looking inlaid brickwork and very decorative concrete carvings around the fireplace. And you're gonna see, for some reason, people are just rotating over to the fireplace and sitting there, and you're gonna see what seems to be some type of aura that just winds up around them, and that you see people are just visibly feeling better. Picture people going swimming in the Black Lagoon to get the quote-unquote healing properties of it, but this is what's happening with the fireplace. And there people are just rotating around, and you see a couple just scantily clad adventurers over in the corner just very impatiently waiting to go over by the fireplace because they're looking bruised and battered. And you see a couple more of the waitresses, just walking around and taking people's orders, and you'll see that the bar at this point in time is empty. There is nobody there sitting there pestering for drinks and all that. It's fairly quiet inside the establishment. All you hear is the faint murmurs of the hustle and bustle of outside in the festival. What is it that you guys are doing inside?
I'm gonna take my young consort and sit him down at a table.
Yeah,
Okay.
I wanna find a table.
Okay.
I walk over to the bar.
I'm
Okay.
also going to go to the bar.
All right, we'll start with you two. What are you, as you guys walk up to the bar, you'll see a lady. Hey, hi, how's it going? Well, what can I get for you?
Where they're sitting, like to order a round.
A round of what, sir?
What would be tasteful but not overpowering?
We have mead and mead.
Meat it is.
Okay, mead it is. And you're going to see her get up and go behind and get some meat. Give me a moment. I actually have to get up and let my cat out.
Just so you all know, I'm still only half leveled up.
Same.
Like
Same.
I could. The only reason why I did what I did was because I don't have swords technically. Like I do, but I don't know their.
You don't know
damage
everything
or
about them yet, yeah.
I don't know anything about them. They don't have stats yet.
All right.
Yep.
Well, so
She'll
also while she's prepping that stuff, I like to also say we also would like some food to.
We
also-
have bread and bread.
anything to go
There
on the
is
bread.
actually, I'm sorry, I lied. We did just get in this beautiful shipment of smoked fish today. It is amazing. You have to try it.
Yes.
What
That'll
is
be-
fish?
That'll be 10 gold pieces.
I pull out 10 and place it down.
You're going to see her go back around the counter. She's going to come out with 6 tankards of mead, and she's going to go and bring it over to the table. And here you go. I'm assuming you're with the one rather imposing man at the bar, and the other, I don't know what he is, but the two men at the bar?
So the waitress came to our table with
Yes,
me and
with the mead, yes.
Okay. I'm gonna look at her and say, yes, we are. Thank you very much.
Oh, no problem. Let me go get your fish. She's going to go back to the counter, and she's going to come out with this heaping fucking handful, just this tray overflowing with food, and she's going to come walk over there, and I gave you a little bit more. I know who you are, and I wanted to show my support. I really love what you guys are doing, and your arena fight was amazing. But here you go. And you're going to see there's different pieces of cheese, different cuts of meat, and on the top of it, you'll see is a singular platter of just smoked fish. Beautifully, you just smell the spices and everything coming off of it, and all of it just seems like it's very enticing. And it'll just sits there at your table now, ready for you.
And I walk up after she's placed it down, after paying.
Okay.
I'm gonna wait for her to get
Was
back to the bar.
was that out loud? After paying.
Yes.
Oh.
I almost forgot to pay. Like I almost walked back without paying, and I had the 10 gold in my.
Okay. Well, now you guys are all at the table. You have mead, you have food, and you have 2 bandits with you that are now in your employ.
Well,
I want to
Alright.
make sure that he eats and then just start up like small talk about his family or what he's done in the past and just that kind of thing.
You're gonna get the general bit of information from him. You know, he's been in Sparrow's. He was born in Sparrow's Hollow. His father was a rather respected, we say, artificer.
Okay.
He worked mainly for Zorus. His father did, and he was born. His father died in one of the wars that he was sent off to as backup for being that artificer for Zorus and the whole group that went with them in one of their previous excursions. Since his father died, he kind of spiraled down into some bad decisions and bad choices. He was married once, got divorced, got married again, had a kid, got divorced, and now it's just him and his child. And his current one that he's trying to court and see if he can, you know, start a family again and be happy. But obviously with his bandit ways, it hasn't been going so well. So he gave you his basic little rundown of the story for your bandit, I should say.
I want to note that like in that conversation I'm being nice and like that kind of thing.
Okay, and he notices that, and you see that once he feels that you're being comfortable with him and being honest with him, he opens up to you a little bit more in an attempt to build that relationship with you.
Okay, that's all.
Anybody else?
I would like to look over at my bandit
Okay.
and ask him his name.
His name is Andrew.
Andrew. Okay. So I'm gonna have like a real Hard Knocks life talk with Andrew right now.
Okay.
I'm like, look, Andrew, obviously you and I have made different choices in life. My choices have led me into the position where I almost killed you. Your choices almost got you killed by me.
Okay.
It's like I would like to better your life from now on. To help you, but I would also like help in return. I'm not sending you back into that deep dark pit of whatever the hell you were doing. I'm not going to make you be a double agent. That would be risky to you and yours. So, what we're going to do is sometime soon, outside of character tomorrow, I don't remember. But like, we're going to go take a visit to a certain blacksmith and we're going to go get equipped. And you and me are going to be able to talk very, very closely no matter what. But first, I want you to eat, drink, and I want to know what's going on in your life.
He's going to give you a very similar story to what Badger's bandit said to her. Same thing. His father was an artificer, died in the war, wound up having a kid, but is still married with his child and is just trying to make ends meet in this very difficult, trying time of this behind the scenes war that seems to be happening that everybody is aware of but doesn't quite talk about. Yes, yes, Siva?
Can I notice that they gave similar stories?
Yes, you do notice this because you heard your story and now you're listening to Sav's bandit tell him that one. So you are very aware of this now.
Sorry, I typed it, but may I roll insight on both of their stories since I'm
Go ahead, roll for it. Yeah, roll for it.
Do that as well.
Both of you go ahead and roll.
Can I roll 2 insights?
Go for it.
One for one, one for the other.
Yep.
First one and second one.
They are telling the truth. There is no dishonesty coming from either of them. There's no deception. They are literally telling you the truth. And yes, their stories are almost exactly the same.
I'm going to look between the two of them and just kind of ask, are you brothers or is there some kind of artificer school around here?
Well, of course he's my brother. We're all brothers.
Can I roll a perception to see if they look identical?
Go for it.
Right?
I'm just gonna ask him, are you guys twins?
I am so stupid.
I mean, we got the same rolls. So.
I have a passive perception of 10, if that helps.
They do, in fact, look exactly the same.
Oh.
My question to them is your
Okay.
father the same, or is he from the same family? Sorry, I'm going to actually ask that question because my character's kind of like...
Yeah, go ahead.
What?
An open combo.
This is an open question to both of them. What is your father's name, or that has died?
Oh, it's been so long. Well, you know, I don't quite remember my father's name. Do you, Zirkul?
Wait, what's his name? Say it again.
Yeah, which one's Zirkul?
Andrew is
I'm
talking
not
to
Andrew.
Zirkul. Is your bandit?
Zirkul's mine. Okay.
Andrew is mine.
And he's going to look at. No, I don't quite remember either. What? I don't think we've ever been asked about our father. I'm not so sure. They're both going to sit there in complete and utter silence, pondering.
So they don't know their father. Karma, what do you make of this?
If that's something he's interested in learning more about, I'm willing to help. Looking at Andrew. Otherwise, my primary concern is his well-being and his family's well-being for right now. Not his entire family, because it sounds like he has many brothers. But
Oh yeah, that would be a nice question to ask.
how many brothers do you have, Andrew?
What? I believe we've lost count over the past few years. We're going to say a lot.
A lot. Okay.
My brain is just clicked. It starts scratching his head a little bit, and then he asks, "Based on what's going on, are you all from Sparrow's Hollow?
Why,
Or from
yes.
Another place."
Where else would we be from? This is all we know.
How old are you, Andrew?
He's going to look at you, and you're going to see a very puzzled look go over his face. Like he's trying to scratch at a memory, but can't quite get to it. He's going to look at you deadpan with utterly dead eyes. I don't know, sir.
We're gonna get that looked at, you and me.
I'm gonna ask him. Do you know where your wife and child are, Andrew?
Oh, of course. That right around the corner from that alley we were in. Just trying to get some gold. But you're crazy.
Sorry, I don't take kindly to being ambushed, but I'm willing. I'm willing to.
All right,
overlook
listen.
that.
It wasn't my idea to try and to jump you lot. I just wanted some gold pieces to feed my family. All right. I don't know what else you want from me. And you're going to see he's going to start to get visibly agitated, but he's starting to perspire.
I pat him on the back. I'm like, it's gonna be okay. It's fine. We're gonna figure this out together.
I just want to go home. Can I go see my daughter, please?
Can you finish your meat and drink and food before you leave?
He's
Or
going
if you
to turn, he's going to down the tankard, and he's going to shove about 3 pieces of cooked meat in there, a piece of cheese, one of the grapes, and going to top it all off with a piece of the smoked fish. He's just,
Swallow.
all right, can I go see my daughter now?
Hold on, slow down. Make sure you swallow.
I'm talking, aren't I?
Yeah, I'm not sure, sir. I haven't been able to tell very much from people these days.
Are you like me? Never mind.
I pull back my hood. I'm like, do I look like you?
He's just going to stare blankly. Can I go now?
I feel like you don't want like I get that you might be stressed, but I feel like you're trying to leave because of something else. Is there anything you want to tell me, Andrew?
I just want to see my daughter, sir. That's
What's
all.
your daughter's name?
I don't think you need to know that, sir. I apologize.
How
It's
much
not
gold
important.
for your daughter's name?
Roll a persuasion check.
God damn!
That's an 18.
My daughter's name is Soraya, sir. And you don't need to worry about any gold. I just want to go home.
How do I get back in contact with you if I need to talk to you?
He's going to take out a piece of paper and he's going to write down his address and pass it to you.
Okay, I'm gonna take his address. I'm gonna look, Andrew, you deserve a rest. I feel like you're totally fine. If you promise to meet with me sometime in the next 24 hours, I can promise you 10 more gold for meeting up with me, okay?
All right, sir.
All right, 10 gold is yours the next time we meet. I might have a few more questions for you, but I want you to go home, relax. I want you to go ahead and go home, hug your wife, hug your daughter, and know that today you almost died because you made a bad decision. And from now on, I'm going to start helping you make good decisions.
All right, sir. Thank you. And he's going to stand up. He's going to push the chair in. Yes.
As he tries to get up, I'm going to stop him and say, take some food with you.
Your wife and daughter need to eat too, right?
He's going to reach into his backside of his cloak in his pocket. He's going to pull out a small, what seems to be just a little leather pouch. And he's just going to put a couple odd pieces of meat in there, a piece of smoked fish, and a couple pieces of cheese. He's going to tighten it and attach it to his belt. And he's, thank you, sir. I appreciate it. And obviously, thanks for letting me keep my legs. And he's going to turn around and he's going to walk out. And he's going to
sort of as they're doing that, I kind of want to do the same thing with my dude. Make sure he takes some food, pass him a gold piece, ask him how to get in touch with him, that kind of thing.
He's going to do the exact same thing, and as he stands up, he's going to say the exact same thing that Andrew did. And he's going to walk out the door. You are now left at the table, just the four of you, with Killa still sleeping on top of Penetrator's head with your mead and food. Now, you can sit here and you can talk and have your conversations, or you all can retire up into the room for the night for you all to have your rest.
I would like to compare the address.
Yes.
Right next door to each other.
I'm going to stand up and check on Killa because I forgot about him.
Killa is
Killa slept through a whole
fucking passed out, just grumbling, is for slightly disheveled because he was, kind of tossed around by the Penetrator falling, but very soundly sleeping.
I poke him a little bit to make sure he's breathing.
He grumbles and just kind of swats at your grumbles a little bit and just goes back to sleep.
I would expect him to wake up to food, but oh well.
Just leave him be. He'll wake up in time. We'll feed him when he wakes up.
Can I wave over the barmaid?
Yes. So as she sees you kind of waving over, she's going, what can I get for you? How was the food? Do you like the fish? Isn't it amazing?
It is fantastic. We send our friends home with a little bit of it too, so they can appreciate it to go. First off, what's your name?
Me? My
Yeah,
name's
your name.
Heather.
Do I know you? Have we met?
I don't think so, sir. If we did, I'm pretty sure I would remember. Your
Let me guess.
kind
Your
is
favorite color is pink?
How did you know?
I
most of the time I do prefer blue, but pink is such a lovely color.
I was like, I just have a way with these things. And I turn her hair pink with prestidigitation. And then I go, do you know anything about a lot of people, a lot of guys who all look exactly the same?
I don't know what you're talking about, sir.
Thank you, Heather. I appreciate that.
You're
And then
welcome.
I just kind of wave her away.
She's gonna give you a little wink as she walks away.
I'll raise my hand towards her to hold her up for 1 second.
Okay. What can I do for you, sir?
What's with the fireplace?
What do you mean, what's with the fireplace?
Everyone seems to be near it gets really happy.
Have you heard of the race Asimars?
No.
So Asimars have this lovely ability of radiating healing light from their hands. They just, our artificers here, have found a way to utilize that type of magic in our fireplace. So it's kind of like this healing light that happens, and a lot of the adventurers that are around in Sparrow's Hollow, they come here to get their little recharge so they don't have to use their health potions or any of their spells. It's honestly quite ingenious. I love it.
Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
Oh, but of course.
Fireplace that heals because of that star ability. Something to look up later.
Are you all finishing your food and eating and drinking and going up to retire, or are you going to continue at the table?
I'm eating, and I'm gonna discuss with Ziva and be like, "Hey, are you the that maybe something a little weird is going on?
Absolutely.
Either there's a family of people who have absolute litters for identical children. It seems something unnatural's going on."
Definitely seems like it. The question is, why does nobody in the city acknowledge it?
I don't know. I think we were actually pretty. It honestly felt like they just don't really know.
They don't.
They
But
Yeah,
why
they
can't
don't.
they notice that there's something weird about it?
Did any of you try to sense any magic from them? I forgot when they were sitting right next to us.
No, it wasn't really at the forefront of my
I
mind.
didn't either.
While they're discussing that, I'm just gonna look at both of them and go, "Have you not seen us Minotaurs? Do we not look the same?"
Not
Oh.
always.
I don't see race.
I'll be honest.
Fuck.
I haven't seen a Minotaur like you. Except for you. Do all of you see me as a corpse?
No, you look just like those other guys. No, I'm just. Yeah, you kind of look like a little bit like a corpse, but in a cute way.
Yeah, you look like a corpse if I've ever seen one.
Fucking Christ, penetrator.
Great. So
And I give like a little friendly elbow nudge. I was like, but we were off. Like.
I pick up another piece of fish and eat it.
Okay. Heather's gonna come back up to the table and she's like, "I'm so sorry to interrupt you or bother you guys, but we're getting ready to close down the kitchen and everything, and I know you all are staying here for the night. I believe Kai actually comped your room, so you have your rooms upstairs now. You can all stay in the same room, or there are multiple rooms for you to choose from. But you have about another 5-10 minutes to sit here and eat, and after that I ask that you do please retire. I have to clean this entire area this evening, and it's kind of a hassle, but thank you so much, and I'm glad you enjoyed the food." And she's gonna turn and walk back towards the kitchen.
I'm gonna grab Heather real fast, like by like the hand. I'm gonna be like, "Hey," and I'm gonna be actually like just a small aside that like as the group, be cool with all staying in the same room.
It depends on how big the rooms are.
It's a fairly large room, a very ornate looking room. This is one of the higher tier inns that are in Sparrow's Hollow.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, gotcha. I'm gonna so then I'm gonna grab Heather by the hand. I'm gonna tell her, I'm like, "Hey, we're all gonna be in the one room, but I would if someone comes in asking where we're at, can you tell them a different room and then come notify us?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that, sir? There's something, I've had this buzzing in my head for a second. What is it? What did you just say?
It's like, I take a gold piece and I put it in her hand. I was like, just let me know if someone starts asking about us before you leave.
Oh, of course, of course. Happy to serve you.
I ask, are you alright?
Oh, I'm perfectly fine. What would ever be the matter with me?
You said buzzing.
It's just that I get these headaches sometimes, and I feel one coming on. I'm ready to go to sleep. I'm very tired. It's been a long day.
Two things. One, what area is this inn bar thing in?
You are in...
Still in the trade district?
Yes, this one is still in the
Okay.
trade district.
Okay. And whenever we do go to get up and like leave and stuff, I want to use prestidigitation to at least clean up our table and sort of the area around it.
All right, fantastic. Are you all retreating? Oh, and as Heather walks away, she's gonna turn. Sir, just so you know, the room number you're looking for when you go upstairs is room 14. But if you all decide you want to go into separate rooms, you have rooms 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20 all available to you. The entire second floor is yours.
Thank you, Heather. I appreciate it.
Oh, of course. She's gonna give you another wink and she's gonna walk away.
All right, should we head up to our room? See if we have any other surprises up there?
Yeah. I'm down for that.
All right.
Let's take 14.
I want to look at all of these rooms before we decide
Yeah.
on one.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys, you all go upstairs and you open up room number 14, which is the larger of the rooms. It's over on the left side of the staircase. You see that there's 5 different beds all in there. There is a rather beautifully ornate bathroom sitting there with a bathtub and actual warm running water sitting there. The light is the same in there as it was downstairs in the bar area. Arcane lighting happening, not actual fire, not electricity, but something different. But it's very warm lighting, you know. It's kind of evokes that level of comfortability while you're in the inn. You open up rooms number 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. You open up all the doors, and each of them are just simple little rooms with a very comfortable looking bed, little fireplace in each of them. Not the same type of fireplace that's downstairs, but just your own private fireplace. There's a little tankard of water on there. There's a little loaf of bread in each and every room, sitting and waiting happily for it. And you'll see on each pillow of each of the beds, you'll notice that there's a little piece of what seems to be amber candy. Just there on the top of it, just as kind of like an added, it's a little treat for you before you go to sleep.
If nobody protests, I'd like to pick up all of them.
I like to
I-
pocket
I'm gonna
lunch
grab
around.
one of them, but
Okay.
Okay.
So
I
Nin-
take one and I throw it in the fire.
It just melts onto the wood.
Okay.
So, how many is that? 6 minus 2. You tried to say something?
I said I'd just take one and put it in my pocket.
Okay.
Just because I don't know what it is and it looks...
It is a
Means I get
literal
3 candies.
piece of amber candy. That's all it is. Just a very, like a semi-sweet, semi-bitter piece of hard candy that it basically turns into, let's say, chewing gum.
If it's not beef
But there is
jerky, I
no
don't want
magic.
it.
There are no magical properties to it. It is literally just candy.
Yeah,
I just look at it
I've
for
never
a
seen
second
it.
and
I've never seen it before, so
Yep.
my character is just literally
That's
taking a looking at it and then just putting it in his pocket.
okay.
Amber
I'm
candy.
doing the same as except instead of my pocket, it's my mouth.
Fair
And
enough.
I'm not unwrapping it.
Fair enough.
Are we in a room?
I believe, I mean, if your examination of the room was complete, then yes, you were all in the room. And this is where we are going to take our first break. So let's get to the break portion of it really quickly. As the party enters into room 14 of the Sleeping Lion Inn, Each of them are kind
Actually,
of.
could I pick the room the farthest from the stairs?
You're gonna go separate from them?
No, like I want to get us all into the room farthest from the stairs.
That is a single bedroom. There is only one room that
Oh.
has the multiple beds, which is room 14.
Never mind. Ignore me.
They're all going to go in, and they're all going, due to the very, very long day that they have had of fighting in the arena and the shopping and everything that happened at the cafe and dealing with these ridiculous bandits that were honestly quite atrocious, so bad that one was able to remove legs with a shield. They're all going to be hit with this wave of exhaustion. As each of them take their bed, they all fall into a very, very peaceful sleep. This is where we are going to take our first break. You all have about, I don't know, let's say 5 to 10 minutes to go get drinks, go to the bathroom, get some food. I will see you all back here in a few minutes.
Before we do the rest thing, I'm not putting Kill in a separate bed. I'm just setting him on my chest when I lie down.
That is perfect.
Okay.
Technician, if you're still here, thank you for the resub and for the host. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I really like this chosen chat thing.
Good, I'm glad.
I'm sitting here like, type this, type this, type this. Oh, I want to do this. I want to do this. He's talking. I want to do this. That does help a lot so people can see what my thought process is a little bit.
Oh,
I stood up and like I almost fell over because my left leg was numb. I was like, oh no, I'm going left, I'm going left.
this real quick.
Scourge,
Yes.
I want to say this about the thing you told me about on Destiny, the left side thing.
Uh-huh.
I thought something glitched, but then like I really brushed it off. I don't know what it was that I saw, but I thought when you said something like, "Wait, so that something did happen and I didn't notice it."
Now you'll just have to keep
I
an
know.
eye on it.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Actually, I want to Tuna, if you're still here, let me know really quick, because you'll be the one to go and see it really quickly if you haven't yet.
Oh, okay. This then.
Okay.
How about
Yep.
no Discord?
Ziva, that's what I was thinking, but my character literally just went to sleep on this one. Of course, I'm the farthest bed. Just. Oh, sorry. I should have put this in too before I go straight to sleep.
Okay.
Brain just caught up.
Nick, go run the this week's corrupted expunge.
What?
And as you're running it, you know, on the left side of your screen where it says, you know, find a way into the labyrinth and all that, keep your eye on that section from the beginning of you loading in as you're going.
I want to do it so bad, but I can't. I have everything set up for my dual screens. And
Just
I
get
almost
back to
forgot
me when
about-
you've done it. You don't even have to complete it, really, I don't think. I think it's more in the beginning. But just go run it. And keep your eye where it says, you know, expunge. Keep your eye on that area.
yeah, I wrote in the cat.
Meow. I would like, if there's not some reason not to get up a little bit earlier than everybody else.
Okay. Hello, Tuna.
It's a tuna.
And Noodle has talked in our chat. Well, playing with my cat, I have the cat toy, so squeak, let it play around with it for a little bit before going to sleep. I almost forgot about that. I'm like, wait a minute, I usually play with my cat. Come here, cat.
I don't think I even drew my weapon for that whole fight.
Didn't need to. It was funny though because
I don't
forgot
think
that-
any of us did.
I didn't draw anything. I just pulled out my hand. I was gonna come up and like lift
I
them
would
up.
like
then
to
when I
let
got-
each of you know those bandits had 12 hit points.
Oh god! You almost died
Smacked mine.
from hitting me.
I smacked mine for 8. While lifting him into the air, dirty dancing style.
The guy hit me and took 10 points of damage. I'm just like, oh wow, he almost killed himself.
Yeah, that's a 1-2 hit kill kind of thing.
And then Nin was like, I'm going to hit him in the back of the knees. Takes out the legs. And I was like, he killed him. It was great. That was some of the best.
Oh, we are
And-
long resting. Let me
Yep, this is a long rest, so all of you.
accept my spells.
I lost my temporary hit points now.
And also, I mean, it's better to have them and not need them than need them and not have them.
I
What?
used the armor of Agathis for once, which I was actually really happy about. I was like, oh yay! I get to use it. I was like, I don't want to take any more damage. Pop. Let's go.
I just love how Badger fucking did the whole mold earth thing in that one fucking section, and all the bandits that were over there were just royally fucked at that point in time.
Mold Earth is a really good versatile cantrip.
That is the first time I've ever used Shocking Grasp, because never in my life was like, am I going to be that close to a motherfucker ever?
I almost used a different spell.
Oh, I meant since we were in that alley, so I want to make this canon. For at some point Ziva to just
Oh,
kind
they
of look
would've
at
died.
Karma and be like, "Good job in the alley," and maybe
Yeah,
like a
that
high
was
five.
Different. Fuck yeah. I'm down for that.
All right, that works.
That felt
Anyway.
great. To be like, to nat 20, my worst stat, like, is so
Yeah.
nice. Like,
I
Scored.
did that in the labyrinth. I got the same feeling. It feels so dope.
Yes.
You're like, I did what?
I almost used Shatter, and I just realized it would have been casted at the level 2.
Yeah.
It
right,
would
Tanner,
been
you have to be very
14.
specific where you want to point that.
Oh,
Everybody
it was-
is back.
Oh, I'm back. Yeah, that would have been hilarious. Just to kill everybody in one hit. It's just like.
Has
oh,
anybody gotten in touch with?
Assassin?
Do we have an update?
I don't think
was-
he's able to. He was
Like-
trying, and his
Okay.
shit's on the big dead. So
That's
Yeah,
fine. I just
Hopefully
I wasn't sure
he's
if he
able
was
to-
still trying or
hopefully he might be able to pull it up on his phone so he can know what's going on in this next
Mhm.
part.
He did
He's gonna
try
watch it
a
kinda
while
thing.
ago, and
Yep.
the last thing he said
That's
was
fine.
"come on," and that was it. And that was a while ago.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Okay, that's fine.
big dead. This.
All right.
I just wasn't
But,
sure
yeah.
if he was still
Yeah.
attempting.
The Chosen, sleeping soundly in their room, suddenly hear a loud crash. You sleep ridiculously. And you're going to feel Penetrator is going to feel just, hey, wake up. It's time for us to talk again, friend. Penetrator is going to go ahead.
Killer on my head, sitting straight up. Yes.
Do we recognize the voice right away?
Each and every one of you recognize that it's Kai.
Oh, hell yeah.
I am gonna huff and like not move. I'm staying in bed.
I awake like the dead.
Kai's going to look over at you and be like, "Seen that before. You're getting good at that." Come. Have a seat. Have a seat at my table. Listen, I know I'm very, very excited, but I escaped my mother. And I knew that you guys are here because I paid for it. So,
Congratulations, by the way, 2 thumbs.
You know we were gonna be here.
call it divine wisdom.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Fair
All right.
enough.
So, I saw you all went to the blacksmith. Did you find anything that you liked?
There's something I'm probably gonna end up going back there for, and I got good info out of it. I'm happy about that.
Don't tell the sleepy rat, but like, I'm getting him a saddle made.
You're gonna see Kai just kind of reach his hand out, and you're gonna see Killa slowly like elevate from your head and just kind of just be doing like kind of like a little mobile, just kind of spinning around Penetrator's head, and it's just gonna sit there and it's just gonna be a rotating Killa. I'm just gonna leave him there. He's really tired. Okay, anyways, look at him. His little tail's wagging. Anyways, would you like a drink? Fuck this. Okay, everybody just come here, come to the table.
I'm still in bed.
No, I need you to come to the table.
I'm gonna pick Ziva up and carry her to the table.
I'm going to wriggle and playfully smack Penetrator, huff, and go to the damn table, clearly unhappy.
Okay.
When I sit down at the table, hand her the cat toy.
So are all of you at the table?
Yep.
Yes.
You're going to see, as Kai raises his hand in the air, you're gonna hear some arcane mutterings under his breath that you can't quite make out. All of you are going to see a flash of white. And suddenly everyone is teleported to a semi-familiar forest area.
Oh. Yay.
I still see a city.
Yeah, we're not looking at that right now. Because apparently things didn't want to fucking save the right way. So, although, I might be able to do something in the meantime. So give me a second. Let's see if I can pull it off.
Yay.
Nope. It's just not going to be there. Anyways, we're just going to do this way. Each of you are teleported to a forest area where you'll see in the distance, you see this very kind of dark cathedral looking cottage. It seems very extra for the area that we're currently in. You know, it's like something that shouldn't quite be there, but for some reason it seems like it fits. You see that there's this waterfall over on the left side just cascading down this beautiful, beautiful glittering rock wall. It seems, you know, there's certain like crystalline formations, couple what seems like geodes just kind of protruding from the rock side, and you just see a very serene looking forest around you. You know, a couple of them got that little witch's moss hanging from the top, from tree to tree, and it's very cool, and temperature wise it's, you know, just like a nice comfortable temperature for everyone. It's not too hot, it's not too cold, there's no bugs in sight, but somehow you still hear the sound of forest life, and it seems like there's, you know, things around, but you can't quite make it out. Just a very casual, expecting looking forest. And Kai's going to step in front of all, and he's going to turn around to look at each of you and be like, welcome to my home. It's been a long time since I've been here, and maybe some of you will remember, maybe you won't. But it has been a long time since I've come back to Voltaren. Come to my house. And he's going to walk you across this little wooden bridge onto this cobblestone path that leads up to the front door to his house. He's gonna open the door and say, after you. I will leave this to you guys right now to see if you guys want to just go in or if you want to.
I want to take a look around.
Okay.
Yep.
So what you see around the house is obviously you see the waterfall that is across the way, and there's a little chasm between the house and the waterfall. And you look down and it's a very, very deep blue body of water. But it seems very still, other than the ripples coming from the waterfall cascading into the side of it. On the other side of it, you see this gorgeous looking hanging garden. Flowers of all sorts and types, different colors, environments, but it all seems like it just fits. You'll see in the middle of it, you'll see that there is a giant statue, stone carving of what seems to be a man carrying a very, very large two-sided axe.
Do we recognize who it's of?
It's 100% Kai.
Okay.
100% Kai. Like, you look at it and you're immediately like, did you
so
really
Kai.
need to have a statue of yourself there? And he just kind of just looks at you and crosses his arms. He's like, I mean, if you looked like me, wouldn't you want one?
I'm just gonna gawk at it for a minute. Just
I stand there with Penetrator also gawk.
And Kai's just gonna look at you both. You like what you see?
Always.
yes, very much.
I knew I liked you too.
Well, are we gonna walk in, or I'm looking around them, trying to like figure out how to get by them through the door.
Kai, well, I will step aside and go ahead. Help yourself. There's mead and food on the table.
I'm going to look at him dead in the face. I want sleep, not food.
Kai's going to lean down directly into your ear. He's going to say, "You will be fine. Don't worry, dearest Ziva. You will have your rest. I promise." Do me a favor. Each of you roll a perception check for me. And then tell me the roll, because apparently my connection to Roll20 is busted.
Nat 20.
Ooh, go! I got a nat 1.
You don't notice shit.
I am tired.
That is fine.
I got a
rolled
5.
7.
Okay, so the only person that notices something that seems slightly off. So, Penetrator, as you're looking around this landscape and taking in all of the sights and everything, you notice what seems to be a very slight effervescent fog that seems to be hovering around the entire area, but it's not opaque. It's very, let's say, translucent. For it, so you can see through, but it's you know you can see that it is there, but it's not. It's just hanging all around you, and it just kind of seems like it's like this. It's slightly eerie, but nothing to warrant any type of defense or, worry for you.
I'm gonna let everyone go in before me,
Okay.
so I get like a second outside with Kai alone.
Okay.
When we get
Oblivious to
inside,
everything, I go in.
I go in and I just say, "Play with the cat." 'Cause
I'm
Okay.
gonna casually storm into the house. Yeah.
Okay. And Kai just gonna.
Okay.
She's a feisty one. And Kai will turn and look at you, Penetrator, and be, what's on your mind, Red One?
So is this like a dreamscape, or what kind of spell is this?
For a Minotaur, you're quite perceptive. But let's just say this is my homeworld. And that is all that you're going to need to know for now. I have things I want to share with you, and someone I want you to meet. So in you go. Go help yourself.
I'm just gonna go on in.
Okay. Kai's gonna come in, he's gonna close the door. And he's gonna just walk over into the common area where you're all sitting around, or if you're sitting around the table, and he's just gonna go and he's gonna pull up a seat at the table. He's gonna grab this little, what's it called? Let's say pitcher that's in the middle of the table, and he's going to just hold it upside down, and you're gonna see that nothing comes out, and he's gonna just give everybody a wink, and he's just gonna pour some freshly looking honey mead into his tankard, and he's gonna sit down. Everyone help yourselves. And he's just gonna sit back and just start sipping from his tankard.
I'm gonna have my head down on the table and not like touch anything.
Okay.
I go over to her and take the cat toy out of her hands, and she's not interested.
Okay.
I mean, we got teleported. I wasn't sure if the cat followed or not.
I'm gonna pour myself a drink.
Okay.
I'm going to play with my cat as soon as he appears.
All right. So
I'm chilling.
you're chilling. Okay.
Yeah.
I know.
I will drink.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Sorry. I'll also drink mead too.
Okay.
Because he asked us to.
All right, that's fine. So Ziva's got her head down. Penetrator's drinking with me. Is drinking with me, and Karma is just chilling. So Kai is going to grab a piece of what seems to be like unleavened bread with a little bit of the butter that's on the table and a piece of the smoked fish that's steaming in the middle of it. And he's gonna just pass a piece over to Karma. He's gonna be like, "You should try this. It is amazing."
Say thank you. I take it and I shove it in my mouth.
Karma, Kai's gonna look at you. So, how's that book coming?
It's actually coming pretty good. I've had some very recent inspiration. I don't know. I'm just wired today after shit. So I don't really like. I'm gonna have to really put pen to paper and write down some.
So he's gonna lean back and he's just gonna clap his hands and be like, "Because this is a totally cliche moment, I bet you're wondering why I've gathered you all here. Ha! I've always wanted to say that. Ha, ha.
You know what? Yeah, I have been wondering.
I don't mean in general. I mean at this very moment, but it's fine. I brought you here.
You're literally just gonna hear a muffled, dreaded, prolonged no in the table. It's like, no, I don't care.
He's gonna just, rub his hands together, and he's gonna sit there kind of pensively, just trying to figure out what he wants to say next. And he's gonna sit back and he's gonna take a breath. And the last time we spoke, we were kind of cut short, and due to me having to go and see my mother, I wanted to finish our conversation, but on the questions that you had asked me, I wanted to be a little more upfront and give you some more information, but I also wanted to tell you about some previous things that have happened before you. And as he says that, he's gonna be like, there's also someone that I wanted you to meet. And there's gonna be a knock on the door, and the door is gonna open, and what you're going to see after Kai just lets out one of the most boisterous laughs that he has, you're going to see a hybrid wood elf with like pale ivory skin that seems to have this natural glow to it. Just light freckles just all across her face a little bit, and just, there's no scars, no blemishes, except for one little mark that's on her hip that I'm sure she'll explain to you at some point. Just very fiery red hair, natural curls going down to her lower back, and some of her hair is kind of messy and in small braids. Eyes are seafoam green, blue, about 5'10". And you're going to see Kai is just going to open the door. It's my bright elf. Oh, it's so good to see you, Sonalia. How are you?
Sonalia takes one step into the cottage, rolls her eyes with a happy smile, seeing her old friend, pats him very hard on the back, enough to shake his body quite a bit.
You've gotten stronger. Shh. Where was this last time we were together? This is madness. You have to teach me, because even he couldn't move me, and that was impressive.
I have many things to teach you, old friend.
Oh, okay. Come, sit. I want to introduce you to, well, the new group of you. Huh, that sounded funny. He's going to wave Sonalia over to the table to join each of you, and he's going to look at each and every one of you, and he's going to look at the back of Ziva's head in particular, and he's just going to take something and kind of just bop her on the back of the head. Hey, sit, wake up. I have someone for you to meet.
I'm awake.
He's going to look at Karma. He's going to go, Karma. He's going to look over at Sonalia. This one's name is Penetrator. Okay. That's And this sassy, fiery one over here, which I think you might like, is your levels of sass. But this
I'm gonna
is Eva.
flip him off without moving my head.
This is Eva, and he's gonna be like, everyone, I want you to meet Bright Elf. I'm Sonalia. I know you don't like it, but you're my Bright Elf.
She sighs deeply after staring at the new group of memories from the past, and looks at him and says, "I know, old habits die hard. It's okay, old friend." And she takes a seat, still looking at everybody at the table, checking out the details of their faces, staring at the one that he hit in the back of the head the longest, and she smiles softly, kindly. She reminds me of the old me.
That's a good point. Well, to say it again, I bet you're wondering why I've gathered you all here. Ha! I got to say it twice. You had asked the last time that we had spoken, Chosen, about the group before. And I told you most of them were still alive, with the exception of Nezrin. But that's for later. This one I took to very, very well. She helped me figure a lot of things about myself out at the time. It was a very strange time. Strangely enough, I had no memories of myself. But we went forward and we trucked along and went through hell, quite literally. But I wanted to bring her here, not only to introduce you, but so you all could talk with her as well about whatever it is you may want to know. I'm gonna pass this on to you all to see whatever it is you guys are doing.
Well, I am going to just calmly observe for a few minutes,
Okay?
trying to figure out Sonalia, correct?
Yes?
Yes. All right. I'm going to just observe for a few minutes before I ask a question. Because right now I'm not sure about the new company. That's all.
Okay.
Just because it's a elf. Nobody else is an elf. Sorry.
You're fine. You're
I'm
perfect.
So sorry. I had a visitor come in. Can you repeat what that was, Scion?
Oh, all I am is just observing. I'm watching right now. Just because I'm trying to figure what I see. That's all. No, I'm not asking questions. I'm just
No.
observing.
You're good. You're good. Just 1 second. I'll be back in like 2 seconds.
Smack of mercy.
Oh.
Is anybody else like out of character? Is anybody else gonna ask a question?
I will be.
Here.
I just currently I'm trying to figure out. My character is looking at everybody's reaction, her, and Kai. After what happened last time with Kai, I'm trying to figure out this one now.
I know you've got some good questions, Badger, so I'm gonna pass priority on that because I can't.
She's not.
ask
So I
right now.
don't want to ask the first question. Like y'all have to convince her to join the conversation. She is not happy about being conscious. So if somebody else could stimulate the start of it, that'd be great.
I apologize.
No, that's
Um,
my question's coming up shortly. I just, like I said, observing because new face, and in all honesty, I don't trust Kai and I don't trust her. So
I'm going to look dead ass in the eyes at Zenolia and be like, "What are you?"
She looks back at the horseman and smirks. She goes, "I could ask you the same thing, friend." But I'm an old friend. I've been around for quite some time. I was once one of you at one point. Luckily, that's not the case anymore. But
We had a good time.
it was
Mostly.
It was a time. I was alive. Some people weren't, but I was.
Ha! Nezrin.
So you were a previous chosen?
That is correct.
Well, so according to you and Kai, there was 3 groups. We're the 3rd group, correct? Kai, I look at Kai and say, we are the 3rd group, correct?
Well, the 3rd that I've assembled.
Oh. I look back at Sonalia and ask, so how did you fail?
She lets out a deep sigh and leans back a bit in her seat, looking up at the ceiling, contemplating, or more so trying to draw from her memories, and pauses for quite some time. And she looks him dead in the eye and goes, I don't know.
Kai's
I
going
don't
to
remember."
reach into the middle and just grab one of the tankers and pass it over to Sonalia. As
She
you
nods
remember
her
from the
very
last time you were
quickly.
here, the pitcher's in the table. Fill it with what you want.
Okay, so you don't know how or why you failed?
That is
Then-
correct. She reaches for a pitcher and pours herself a very tall glass of mead and drinks it all within about 3 gulps.
Fuck yeah.
Ha! You can still drink. Ha! Ha!
I start drinking
I'm gonna grab the
Sonalia.
tankard. I'm gonna grab the tankard in front of me, and we're just going to get a cheers with Karma to good times and your prestidigitation goodness.
Ah, yes. Speaking of, Sonalia, what's your favorite color?
Her eyes open a little bit at the sudden question. Yellow, I suppose.
I turn Kai's beard yellow. With prestidigitation.
Ha!
She laughs a very hearty laugh. Ah, old friend, I've never seen you look so good.
I might keep this.
At least
Karma.
for an hour.
No, you need to get better than that. I need this permanent. These. Oh, my grays are gone. Ha! Ha!
I will find a way for you.
Kai's gonna lean back and he's gonna go, well, before we get into any of these ridiculous discussions that are about to happen, Sonalia, have you heard from Dragar at all? You know, the one that tried to eat Nezrin a lot.
She smirks and looks off to the side, as if there's something she doesn't quite want to share yet, and says, I've heard some things from him. Not much. Whispers, though.
Fair enough. That sounds par for the course for him. Well, chosen ones. If you have any questions, now's your time, or you can feel free to bombard Sonalia with whatever you want. She's quite good when she's put on the spot. At least she used to be. We had to make sure she has her wits about her still. We may need her in the times to come.
She sighs and pours herself another very tall glass and continues to drink.
You're gonna see Ziva finally look up from the table at Sonalia. She's gonna take a big breath, stretch one of those long, awkward stretches, and then ask her, does he ever get more manageable?
Now that question makes Sonalia spit out her drink, which in turn slightly pisses her off because she quite enjoys her drinks. Fuck. Well, no, never. Never will he ever become more manageable. But you learn to... I wouldn't even say admire. You learn to... deal with it.
I knew
I
you
am
admired me.
dramatically gonna grab
won't
a
go that far.
tankard and start chugging.
She smiles. She goes, ah, yes, just like me.
I grab the pitcher and I refill her drink up a little bit because I noticed that she accidentally wasted them. Top it off.
She nods. and says, "Thank you, my kind sir. I
Welcome.
like this one." And she points at him.
Same. He does funny tricks.
Is there anyone behind me? I don't know. I just assumed that she's pointing at somebody else. That's not me.
Kai just kind of looks over just behind, no, I didn't bring anyone else here.
Oh, okay.
I believe she was talking about you, sir. You do the funny tricks.
Oh, I start drinking my drink very rapidly.
I am pensively spinning the cup in my hands, thinking of me. And then
She looks at all of them and laughs and says, "You guys seem nervous. Why are you nervous?"
I'm
not
doing
nervous.
great.
I'm irritated.
No, just 2 memory things in one day makes me a little think about things. Also,
I'm gonna ask her. So you mentioned that you don't remember. Is there something to that?
She looks at. I'm sorry. What is your character? She's a
She's a dragon folk.
dragon folk. She looks at the dragon folk and she stares off, kind of past her, like trying to think back, and she goes, "No, I just don't remember. Like everything just stopped all at once, and then now I'm here, as life does."
What's the last thing that you do remember? Showing up here?
No, I have some memories, especially with Kai. We've had quite a history. You remember the mimics? Kai?
Wait,
Remember those mimics?
wait. Do you mean the one that bit you on the ass? Cause that was hilarious.
Ah, yes. See, I wasn't gonna bring that part up, but yes.
How could you not tell the mimic story without telling the ass biting? It was glorious.
It was your favorite part, yeah.
I almost didn't want to save you.
Ass?
I need to hear this story.
I start writing in my book illustrations of a mimic biting what is starting to look like a very big ass.
If you think about it, it was quite a fun little game of stab in the dark. Are you stabbing your friend or are you stabbing an enemy? Because everyone was unknown to be a foe or a friend.
At the top of the page, I write "stab in the dark."
The Kai's gonna look over towards Sonalia and be like, "This one's writing a book. You may have just made it in a book, Sonalia."
Famous.
Well,
You
I
do
guess
modeling.
I've really done something with my life. No.
Would you like
No,
to?
I do not.
Best
She-
pickup line ever.
She laughs to herself and doesn't respond and just sips her mead.
I close my book and continue.
Ziva's head is gonna, like, as Karma's doing the Karma stuff, just, like, slam it on the table once. Just, like, really hard.
Oh God. Are you
I'm
okay?
to-
That
Fine,
looked
you have
kind
your
of
own
painful.
Oh, Lord.
I'm half tempted to make you take 2 points of psychic damage.
Okay, I'm going to ask a question. I have so many questions.
Oh, hang on.
Nope. As I stated in the chat, I drink the mead that I have and I pour myself
40.
another. Look over at Sonalia. Then I look over at Kai and his yellow bearded glory. And then I look back at Sonalia and say, "What did you do when when you were part of the Chosen?"
One moment, I'm sorry.
Oh, Do we need to pause?
No, you go ahead. I need to.
Okay.
Kai's gonna get up and walk away from the table really quickly because I need to go take care of something in real life. So I'll be right back.
Okay. That's good. She sighs and crosses her arms and crosses her legs as well, pondering. She goes, "Well, not very much. There was a lot of people disappearing and coming back through random doors, and there was some hissing noise that was happening at one point. And we ended up in some kind of we ended up here, in this cabin. And that's all I remember." And she looks down at her glass, the reflection of herself in her glass. And that was it. That was the end of my chosen.
You went through a door and ended here. That was it.
Well, I didn't really get to know my crew for very long, I'll say. A lot of my memories are very fuzzy still.
Ah, all right.
Okay.
All right.
So
Seems
I do
like a
apologize,
rather
as I might
short
not have
trip.
too much information for you.
How does it feel to get bit on the ass?
You know, not the greatest. It's a sensation that I wouldn't recommend to many. But I'm sure Kai would oblige if you ever wanted to know what that would feel like. I'm sure he'd be very happy to oblige.
I'm probably gonna have to take you up on that. In fact, I'm gonna take that as a guarantee.
We'll have to let him know when he gets back.
Oh, 100%.
It's the most important mission he's had in many years.
Ziva's gonna ask, what have you been doing since you were no longer the chosen?
Well, I've been traveling quite a bit. You notice that while her appearance looks very regal and elegant, she is wearing more of like hunter's clothes.
Okay.
So you can tell she's been kind of living off the land for quite some time now. And she looks over at the dragonfolk and says, "Well, every now and again I'll see some of my old crewmates, but not too often, not enough to catch up for very long. I've just been living on my own, making money how I can from spare missions that I can scratch by, and every now and again Kai comes and knocks on my little mine door and bothers me again to help him out with some shenanigan."
Did you get to go home?
Home?
Wherever you came from before you were chosen.
mm. She smiles and says, "Well, home doesn't quite appeal to me anymore as it once did. I've recognized that I love my freedom, and if I were to go home, my close ones would want me to stay home, and I choose to be free."
So you said
And
you
what
live-
about this dead?
I'm sorry?
And what about this one who died?
One dying?
Your party member who died, the other chosen.
Ah, yes. She was a very small pike, and one of our crewmates attempted on multiple occasions to eat her. We almost lost her, actually, in the mimic battle. We came very close. Very, very close. And then, eventually, that crewmate that wanted to eat her was left alone with her for a little bit too long, a couple days too long. He was starving. They both didn't have food, and he did what he had to do to survive, I guess. But, you know, you win some, you lose some. A life loss is a life gain. In some way.
Just gonna sit there for a minute thinking on that last statement. Just
Attempting to make it look like I understand, I just like throw my mug up again and I drink some more.
She chuckles to herself and covers her mouth to hide her smile, not to look too dark.
Wait, what did I miss?
Oh,
Oh.
Kai, nothing.
I pull down my pants and face my butt straight to Kai, like immediately.
Are you trying to ask me a question? Ha! Ha!
I pull my pants back up a little.
He asked me the question of what it feels like to have your ass bitten, and I told him you'd be obliged to give an example.
Well, this is awkward. I've had my fair share of ass today. Thank you. I'm just gonna, and he's just gonna awkwardly drink his drink.
Oh.
Shit.
Sonalia
I drink-
also sighs and looks over at Kai and says, and I also told them what happened to our dear beloved Nezrin.
Huh.
And how Dragar sank his lovely little teeth into her while they were on a mission alone and they didn't have any food. And he had to do what he had to do to survive.
Well, he had been trying to eat her since we woke up, so, I mean, eventually it was bound to happen.
Well, so you only lost one party member. The rest are just now scattered.
Sonalia looks off to the side and shrugs. I don't know.
To keep them safe, yes. We kind of sent them across the realms so each of them could grow old in peace for those that do grow old. But I wanted to keep them safe. We didn't lose everyone, and that mission, well, we just don't talk about that mission anymore. It was a bust from the beginning anyways. I don't even know why we sent them on it. But we couldn't quite execute the way that we wanted to, so now we're trying this again, but with a new tactic and more knowledge at our side.
Any advice for us on that?
Get stronger.
Don't die.
I start taking my mug and I fill it up as much as I can from the seemingly infinite pitcher of booze, and I just start lifting it up 4 times with my right arm, and then I go to the left arm and I lift it 4 times up, and I just keep it.
While he's doing this, I asked one other question.
Kind of looks like I'm jacking off.
Do you know anything about the curse marks? That's to both the Yukai and Sonalia.
Well, as I told you, those curses are things that you're going to have to figure out on your own. There's nothing I can really do about them at this current point in time, and I don't know which curses came from where, so unless I actually decide to put some actual brain power into this, which I don't, it's going to be on you all to do this for yourselves.
Never ask you to do.
I have many other things to worry about, Karma. I'm sorry.
What? No, that wasn't sarcasm. That was true appreciation. Just working out with my mug.
Ziva's gonna ask Sonalia, are you still cursed?
Sonalia looks at Kai for quite some time and looks back over at the dragon folk and says, well, one way or another, aren't we always cursed?
She's just gonna scoff.
Can I roll insight?
Go ahead.
That is with modifier of 14.
What you decipher from this is you realize that she's not actually lying or anything. She is talking that everyone is cursed, but what you perceive from this is she wasn't actually cursed like you guys are.
Interesting.
Wait.
Continue to
I'm
work
gonna
out.
sort of rapid fire questions at her kind of thing. So pretty much when she answers, unless somebody interrupts me, she's gonna ask another question kind of thing.
Oh boy, here we go.
Did you ever figure out why people were disappearing?
She laughs slightly and goes, wow, you hitting me with the hard ones, aren't ya? Got a half elf over here with a lost memory. Doesn't really remember quite a lot. No, I never did.
Okay.
Do you only give
did you
vague
see-
answers?
Yes.
Hot.
She's gonna ask, was there some pattern to the disappearances?
I mean, you could technically say they went in order from who I like the most to who I least like the most, but probably not. No.
Okay.
Some of them I wish would have just continued being disappeared, but you win some, you lose some. It's okay.
I look directly at Kai, and I would like to roll insight.
Okay.
With the intent of figuring out if that was pointed at him.
Okay.
17.
I don't know, Sonalia, was it?
Yes, it was. Really was.
I'm picking up a lot of shit. I gotta drink more fucking often.
The next question is, did the people who returned seem different in some way?
Not physically, but it seemed that the more and the more people disappeared, the more insane, not insane, more like guard they became mentally. I don't know if the disappearance had something to do with their mental state or something magical that affected them, but
Did they seem to have memory problems after?
like this old hag? No.
Nah, not like you. Nobody's like you.
No, nobody's like me. I'm special.
Huh.
She glares at Kai. Shut up.
He just goes back to drinking.
How long has it been since you came back to this world from that adventure? I guess I would call it.
From being chosen?
Yes.
It's been what? 10 years, Kai? She glances at him. 10?
It sounds about right.
1,000?
All of
Just
these,
kidding.
oh, I mean, it just depends, really. Are we going off your memories or mine?
By my memories, it was just yesterday.
What memories?
I'm sorry. I did try, Sonalia. I did. I couldn't break it.
Oh. How many dimensions did you see fall?
1.
Okay. How many did you visit?
1.
Was it the same one?
Probably.
She's just kind of gonna look at you and quietly go, ah, and awkwardly drink some more.
She smiles at Kai. This is fun.
I like her.
I did tell you the blue one would have questions. I did tell you.
I like her.
You say that now?
I think we all like her.
Kai's just gonna awkwardly side glance over at and just kind of take a mental note of what he just said. Store that for later. And go back to drinking.
Sonalia smiles and takes a big gulp of her drink. I might have to stick around a little bit longer. I like this group.
As long as they don't do the dumb shit that you did, they should be fine.
She glares at him. Hey, I did what I had to.
Did you ever figure out why y'all were chosen?
No.
I began to think it
I
was.
pointed at Sifa and was like, that wasn't vague. And I drink some more.
I pull out my cat toy and try to hold it out for my cat to come out of nowhere.
The cat comes out and just starts sitting down in front of you, just waiting for it.
And then I give it a little twist and let it fall in front of her.
And she starts playing with it.
Sonalia pulls out her lyre, which is like a handheld harp, and she starts playing it softly. So tell me, what is your goal currently?
Well,
Don't all rush at once.
We usually don't.
I'm trying to find out more about the Raven Queen at this point, because what Jack said, it was more along the lines of, that's why I'm cursed. She wants me for some reason. It's kind of an annoyance. But
I'm gonna look over and go, we've kind of got these curse marks that we have to do something with.
Do you want to see his curse?
Catches Sonalia's intrigue, and she whispers over to Kai. What is it?
Hold on.
My head's hitting the table again, less hard.
Less hard. Hey,
Penetrator's not.
Penetrator, do me a favor. Stand up.
Stand up and set it on the table.
I use prestidigitation to give it a glowy effect.
As the Penetrator stands up and lifts his fucking member and sets his 4-foot-long schlong on the table, you just see it suddenly gets a very nice glint and gleam and shimmer from light that's coming from absolutely nowhere.
Sonalia stands up, and backs away from the table, gasping, and she drops her lyre, almost breaking it. What is that?
Don't.
That's
the Penetrator.
Wanted to see.
The thing attached to it is just a dude.
All right, so now that the penis is out and this entire conversation is now more awkward, Kai's going to reach his hand and do his whisper, mutter underneath his breath, and Penetrator's going to go back to semi-normal.
I will then sit back down.
Sonalia also sits back down and wipes sweat away from her brow. That is
Impressive,
terrifying.
isn't it?
Horrifying.
Impressive. Same thing. It's fine.
Deadly.
Yes. You should have seen what
Indeed.
happened in the arena. He dropped it. It made a thundering sound and fucking people just started walking away. It was hilarious.
He fought a dwarf with that thing.
Although
That thing is a dwarf.
Aki did have some fun with it. I think Aki's touched more peen now than anything. It's quite weird.
It's everybody but mine. I mean, what? Did I say that out loud?
Aki seems to have a weird fascination with it.
Do me a favor and roll an insight, Nin.
18.
Based on what you just say, you look over towards Sonalia, and Sonalia is unaware of who Akiso is.
Oh.
I'm not going to elaborate.
That's perfectly
I'm
fine.
going to leave her in the dark 100%.
That is perfectly fine.
She looks around at the other members. Will any of you tell me who this is? I have no idea who this is.
Will you give us real answers?
I have all the answers. This is the answers I have for you.
She's
She slams
trying!
her fist on the table. I can't remember a lot.
I slam my fist in support.
I wrap my arm around him. This is my bro. No, I'm kidding.
That happened, by the way. You all saw it.
Sonalia is clearly being intoxicated from all the drinking she's had.
Also, same.
Kai's going to stand up and he's going to look at Sonalia. Aki is someone who came into my employ after we failed.
And you're telling me about this now?
It wasn't important.
Just don't be alone with him.
Why do you make it
Kai
sound like a bad
or
thing?
or this Aki person? Because both I feel
Aki.
like are probably valid.
Excuse
Kai, I
me.
would say you're safer with Kai than Aki. I don't know about him too well, and he smiles a lot. Is smiling normal? And I actually look over at Karma.
I give him 2 thumbs up and I just start smiling like hardcore.
Maybe you should stay away from him too.
What?
So is this all you know about this Aki person? Is that you shouldn't be alone with him?
He gave me something to hold on to. That's about it.
And is it an object?
Yeah. Well,
Can
I have
see it?
like 6 can I you won't steal it, right?
No, I have no interest in your personal belongings.
Oh, okay, cool. And then George, I take out the thing.
Uh-huh.
Can you
And I,
describe
like,
the thing?
Did it.
The rat is waking up.
I'm
It
getting
is
to
an
that in a moment.
object.
As soon as he's done doing his explanation, I'm going to wake up Killa.
It is imagine like a playing card,
Mm-hmm.
but it's blank?
Okay. Can
Question mark?
I know I don't have a whole lot going on for me stat-wise right now.
Just
but can
what-
I
What are you trying to do? You're trying to figure out what it is?
can I try and see if like I know anything about it, if I've seen it in the past or anything?
Roll a d20 for me. Tell me the roll.
That is a 17.
Jesus fuck. Sonali is going to reach over and she's going to grab the card as Karma very hesitantly passes it to her, and she's going to hold the card, and what you're going to notice about it is that you can't really tell exactly what it is, but what you can feel is that there's a very subtle bit of arcane energy pulsing from it, but you can't quite perceive exactly what it is. But you have seen it before.
Does it feel the same like the vibrations I was feeling back in
Yes.
Okay. She very quickly throws this card back at her new friend and says, I don't want anything to do with that.
Why?
It reminds me of the past. It feels the same as when my crew were all assembled. There was this arcane vibration I could feel. And I could feel it getting more intense as people continue to disappear and return. And I feel that same vibration within this item.
After she says that, you're going to see and you're going to hear random as the mobile that's currently spinning above the penetrator's head. You're going to see Killa slowly start to wake up and wondering why the fuck he's spinning around. Kai's going to just bust out laughing as look at him squirm. And he's going to just wave his hand and the bubble is going to pop. And Killa's going to fall from above Penetrator's head. I guess Killa's hitting the fucking ground right now because nobody's gonna try and catch him.
I
So
would
as
like to
he-
catch Killa.
Was he not right above my head?
He was spinning around your head, and I popped a bubble and let him fall.
He's gonna fall right on the phallic item.
I would like to do everything I can. I don't know where I am positionally to catch Killa.
Just give me an acrobatics, I want to say.
Acrobatics? Fuck yeah.
See if we
I
can.
will also try and catch him.
Okay, and both of you give me an
A
acrobatics
10.
check. You got a 10? Oh, you miss horribly. You go to try to jump over the table to try and get to it in time, but you kind of hit the pitcher and it kind of throws you off center, and you wind up falling over to the side of the table, not being able to catch him. As Penetrator reaches his hands out in front to try and catch Killa, his depth perception is kind of off, and instead of reaching, he puts too far, and Killa falls right through the hole and lands right on Penetrator's lap. But there's a hand raised, so Ziva, yes.
Noticing that there are utter failures, I would like to irritatedly snap my fingers and cast Featherfall so he has a nice, gentle landing.
Oh, it was gentle.
Oh, so as he falls through the hole in Penetrator's arms, you just see he slowly starts to just gently fall down and land ever so quietly and perfectly on Penetrator's lap, and Killa just looks up and
I stand up, I grab the pitcher, and kind of awkwardly go back to my seat.
I do not remember this moonshine being this strong.
Best wake up sequence ever. Kai's just gonna sit there. Kaya's just gonna sit there and laugh.
Oh no!
No, he's still there.
Okay.
Fucking is. Oh, sorry. I was just being dramatic for nothing.
That was honestly a beautiful flourish. I appreciate it, and now it's fucking caught forever on video. So thank you for that.
Rose, I was just like, no.
Okay, so Kai's going to look over at Sonalia and be like, "That is the rat. That is Killa. You should see him with a bow. It's crazy."
She smirks and takes a gulp of her meat and goes, "A rat, eh? Interesting nickname."
Do you not see my beautiful tail?
She gasps and goes, "Oh my god, how is that worse than the
Thing.
item
Simply
placed
it.
on the table?"
I make it glow as well with prestidigitation.
She gags in her mouth slightly, only slightly.
The rat always gets what he wants. Do not be difficult. Ask the dragon.
Ignoring him entirely. She was gonna look at Sonalia and ask, obviously we need to get stronger and better gear, but is there anything specific we should hold on to or look for?
Or do.
Alia looks around and thinks to herself and looks back at the dragonfolk and says, "Just keep your wits about you. That'll be enough for quite some time. And continue to work together as a team. Try your best not to let yourselves get split up, because who knows what'll happen when you're alone."
I
It
wink
is
at
simple.
Kai.
When you are alone, you get lost and never found again. That's why you don't wander off alone in raid.
She points at the rat and says, "Yeah, exactly. He's got it."
Easy.
You can understand her answers.
Is she not being clear?
Sonalia giggles. "I like him too. He's a good one. You should keep him around, Kai. I like this group."
Depends on
He's
them.
gonna get rid of us? Oh. I actually lean over to Sanaa. He's gonna get rid of us? And
She
her-
looks back at him and smirks, trying to be creepy on purpose. Either him or I will.
I pull back the hood, showing my corp-esque face. I don't think I can get any creepier.
She laughs
pull
out
up.
loud and slams her meat down on the table. "Ah, you'd think I haven't seen worse."
Wrong one.
I wouldn't know. I don't know very much, apparently.
Neither do I.
How did you realize you were
True.
no longer the chosen?
When I stopped hearing the hissing.
I'm gonna take a second to try and listen for any sound.
I also do the same thing because I'm stupid.
Roll perception checks and goddamn it, Mercy.
Where the fuck is my thing?
Ew.
Oh, fuck.
16.
None of you actually hear
One
it.
sec. Oh, I'm rolling.
Regardless of what the roll is at this point in time, none of you actually hear any hissing. But and Karma do kind of feel some kind of very low hertz vibrations, but it's kind of just in the air all around you. It's like just like a passive hum. It doesn't have any effect or anything. It's just something that if you focus hard enough, you can't hear it.
Hmm. I think I know what you're talking about.
Sonalia picks up her lyre and continues to play. A gentle tune, a calming tune. As she is well taught in the musical arts, and all of you feel just a wave of calmness rush over you. Nothing too alarming.
I'm gonna reach over and put my hand on the lyre so she stops playing and continue trying to listen for this nothingness I hear.
She smacks his hand away. Stop that! And continues to play.
Hey, Sonalia.
Yes.
What are the notes on the string? How many strings does a lyre have?
My
I don't-
lyre.
Yeah.
My lyre?
Yeah, your lyre. Yeah, how many strings is on?
Do me
My
a
lyre
favor.
has 7 strings.
Do me
How many?
7.
Do me a favor, Karma. Roll a perception check for me because I'm either about to blow Sonalia's mind or it's gonna suck really bad.
Hold up. I'm going to attempt to use Lucky
Okay.
to see if I can roll higher. Because I have to declare that I'm using that before I know the turnout.
Okay. That's fine.
And then I choose which one is better. I'm choosing the 13.
You're choosing. You got a 13.
Yep, 13's the highest I got out of mine.
So what you can notice from what Sonalia is playing is you notice that it's not quite what it expects. It seems to be some type of illusion, and what it actually is the wondrous item Das Loot that she had acquired on her previous adventure with Kai and the other group of the Chosen.
And I just know that?
You were able to ascertain that from just looking at it. Yes. What you do with that information is up to you.
I think I'm going to inform her. We're like, hey, I think I recognize that thing you've got there. I used to be a librarian, and that's what made me want to write books. But it's this, read a book about it, and it's something called Das Loot, whatever that is. I mean, how much do I know about this, Scorch, I guess?
You were, roll a history check.
History?
And tell me what the roll is because roll 20 is not working for me.
It's an 11 with a +5, meaning it was a 6 that went to 11.
Okay, so what you know is you know that a Das Loot is only given to a skilled bard. It has multiple magic powers. The history of it that you are able to kind of remember just basically from your job with it, because the passive roll on this was very low, just to not try to make this too difficult for people, is it was said that a legendary bard in the Moonshays named Falatair created the first Das Loot. He used the loot to both test and reward students of his bardic college. Subsequent bards copied the design but continued to keep the same name. It is one of the main magical instruments of the bards, but you are able to, the magic that comes infused with Das Loot is loot to delay, neutralize, poison, cast spells, hold person, mirror image, or ghostly visage, each once per day. In addition, the loot could aid the bard skills in captivating an audience, making suggestions, and in using song to counter sound-based spells. You are able to ascertain all of the information from this once you recognized it and pulled on your knowledge as a librarian to literally know exactly what it is that she has.
I relay that information to Sonalia, and now I'm staring at her hardcore to see what happens from that.
She stops playing her lyre and looks at him and says, "Are you trying to insinuate something?"
No, I just didn't know if you remembered because you seem to have a poor memory. in the most respectful of ways. Like,
She chuckles to herself and yes, yes, I do know that I have this item. I hold it very dearly.
And then I point at the 1, 2, 3, fourth string, and I go, and I know that's your G string. Thanks for letting me see it. And then I just start drinking again.
This line goes right over Snell, and she goes, "No, it's not. This is my," and she says the actual note for string. What are you talking about?
I don't know much about music, but I know what that thing is. Drinking even more now.
I have another question. Anybody? No? Okay.
Yeah.
Ziva's gonna ask Sonalia, the hissing you mentioned, how does it work? Does it get louder in some places and quieter in others, or does it just get progressively louder over time, or...
That is a good question. I don't believe it has a rhythm to it, but sometimes it feels like it's miles away, and sometimes it feels like it's inside your own head.
Kai's gonna stand up and walk over to Killa. Would you care for a drink, little one?
I only drink bottled goods. Sorry.
Kai's gonna reach over and he's gonna grab the pitcher up off the table and he's gonna hand it directly to Killa. Think of what you want. Here's a tankard. He's gonna hand you both the pitcher and a tankard.
But it is not in a bottle.
This is what I have. This is what you get.
I have my own, thank you.
Kai's gonna take it back and he's gonna be like, just think, you said, that I believe moonshine is what you like, yes?
He might go back to sleep at this point.
I don't think he needs any more moonshine after that nap.
It is
There was a
from
nap.
it is from your world, yes? This moonshine.
No one else seems to know my world.
And Kai's just gonna pour out of the pitcher what looks like that clear liquid that would come out of that moonshine bottle, and he's just gonna hand you the tankard. Try this. I hear it might be really good. And he's gonna set the pitcher down on the table and go back to his seat and sit down and look directly at Sonalia. Is there anything you want to ask them? Maybe it'll help with your memories?
She thinks for a while and grabs the pitcher herself and her tankard. And as she pours a drink, suddenly her drink has changed, and so does her tankard, actually. It turns into what looks like a bottle for wine. And she's actually pouring herself the Elven Midsummer wine. And she takes a sip of her wine and
Okay.
offers some to the dragon person. Well, why don't you guys tell me a brief summary of what's been going on? Maybe it'll re-jog my memory.
I almost killed a man today. And now
Ow.
I own him.
Ow.
You have a scav now?
His name is Andrew.
You do not need to name them. It is fine.
I didn't name him, he came with one.
That is stupid.
I removed a man's legs with a shield.
Ooh, did you keep them?
Fuck, man.
There must be prize.
Oh, we got information.
Listening to their answers, Eva's kind of gonna rub her temples. I don't know entirely about the rest of their stories, but we all got teleported to some forest from wherever home was. Went through some labyrinth, which, if you could tell us anything about, would be great. Left said labyrinth and went to... It's not Sleepy Hollow. Hold on.
Sparrow!
Oh.
Sparrow's Hollow. And now we're just here, pretty much. We did fight in the arena.
That was awesome. Oh, I thumb wrestled a ghost hand.
That happened.
I won.
You did what?
I won a thumb war with a ghost hand.
Ah.
And after that, I woke up covered in blood, which I don't, by the way, understand why.
And have you guys had any interaction with anybody that may lead a clue to what's going on with you guys?
A few people, most of them are related to Kai or
Zorus.
Zorus.
Oh wait, hey, Penetrator.
I am going to reach into the bag of glitter, pull out the strange key that we were given, put it on the table, look at Kai and say, "Some weird man gave this to us."
Thank you. That's what I was talking about.
I actually walk over and grab the glitter off, and then I throw it at Karma's face. to
I am
clear
now
off the key.
glittery.
I cleaned off the key and threw it that way. So they can see
Amazing.
the key. Yeah.
Well, Sonalia is gonna snatch up the key and stand up and look at all of you very seriously. You guys need to take very careful watch of this key. This is the most important thing to you right now. I don't know if you guys have seen or heard of anything about a white room.
Not yet.
Xbox.
Just blank stare from Pen. Just
Nothing about a white room.
It'll come with time. And she throws the key back down onto the table.
Is it
But
go
keep a
to the
careful
new
watch on that
expansion?
key.
I'm gonna ask, does it have anything to do with the labyrinth?
The lab. No, not to my
Okay.
knowledge. But once again, I am an old woman who has lost many of her memories. So
Wait.
she clearly looks like she's like 25. But
Yeah, I was about to say, I was like, does she look old? Because I've been
No.
going under the assumption this time that Karma is fucking infatuated.
You see the corpse stick his head out of his robe at you, looking at you sideways like you're old. Kind of confused.
Kai's going to stand up and look over towards and be like, honestly, she actually is older than you.
Older than 250.
Yes.
giggles. Try 400.
Honestly, you look great for 400. And you look amazing for 250 by the way.
I look at Karma in sheer disbelief. He just said that to me.
I give you the biggest thumbs up.
I look like a corpse to everyone else. How does this look good?
But a very cute corpse.
I walk back to my seat and I look at the mead and then I down it really quickly.
Oh, fuck yeah. I'd follow suit.
I hand moonshine to Scion to invite a good time to continue.
Oh no. And
Is
then
there
I down
any
that
other
too.
items that have caught your guys' attention?
Uh,
I start wrestling through my bag. IRL. Look at my equipment.
I have nothing on me at this point.
Do you know Tony?
Tony?
Yes.
Who is this Tony?
No, that is fine. We do not need to talk about this nobody.
He looks over at Kai. Who is this guy?
Who's who?
We don't know who Tony is. Apparently
I would like to
gave him-
covetly look at my moonshine.
Okay.
So no other items have become of great importance to you?
I have these, but I'm supposed to talk to somebody about it. I'm gonna pull out my sword.
I have no interest in that.
Okay, me neither. And I just put them back.
Sav, roll a perception for me. I love how a lot of the things in the roll 20 thing right now are literally just karma perception checks, and it's just giving me life right now. But there's a reason for it. What'd you roll?
I rolled a 9.
Okay, never mind. Moving on.
All honesty, we just came into possession of that key today.
Well, I will say then, your group is not far from where mine failed.
I'm gonna look at and whisper, yesterday.
Still within 24 hours, isn't it?
I need.
Yeah, technically we're sleeping, so you'd both be right.
I need to step away for just a minute. There is apparently a full-blown meltdown happening right now, and I just need to go deal with it. So just give me a moment, please.
Okay. No problem, dude. Alright,
Is there a point in asking you any of my shit, Mercy?
You can try.
If you weren't prepped on all of my items that are Tarkov related, the answer
Oh.
would be no.
No. No. That's not prepped. I was not prepped on 90% of this.
I figured as much.
Well, you're killing it, though.
I'm doing
Just
my
saying.
best.
Nailing it.
I'm about to ask you about the key cards. If you even know what those fucking are.
Well, I know what they are. Well, no, I don't. I can't even.
What is that, elfling?
It's half elf to you.
I can't give a fucking tell. Can't give a tell. Wow, I need another dab.
Oh yeah. I also mentioned that the rat man, apparently his curse is to be a rat man.
What are the rest of your curses?
I don't actually know what mine is.
You know that I heard that a kiss from an elf will turn me back to a man.
Ah, that is a shame, as she guzzles her drink.
I knew that this curse would last forever.
I can be anything you want me to be, Killa.
I'm having flashbacks to Pestily right now, just so you know. And I know that none of you know who that is in game, but I'm definitely thinking of Pestily dressed up as a therapist. And it is horrifying, my guy. So,
Oh no.
that's the only thing of reference I have to what he just said.
I just realized I had 3 drinks in a very short amount of time, so I'm going
And that
to
last one was a moonshine bud.
Let's find out if it passes when he gets back.
There it is.
There you go. I have rolled 4. Well,
I'm going to pull a shiny rock out of my bag.
Ooh.
Looked at the elf and go, do
Do
you
what?
know anything about this?
What is that?
She looks at him and very quickly snatches the rock from his hand and stares at it for quite some time. No. And she puts it in her pocket.
Hey, give
I'd
that
like to
back.
roll an insight.
Go
We
for
don't.
it.
I don't have the person.
I know.
Well, it's a 19.
It's a 19, so
Killa
She
rolls
throws
a
the rock onto the table. It's a rock.
Quickly snatch it and put it back in my bag. Like the second it hits the table, I'm just like, mine.
It's a rock.
Is it the same rock? I'm sorry. Hold on. I need to roll something. Give me a second.
So
Nope, I don't notice. Doesn't matter if it was or was not. I'm not that. Well, this has been interesting.
Have any of you met a hooded figure?
I actually.
I
turned
think
to
I
her.
saw one in a bar.
Many people around here wear hoods.
That is fair.
He was rolling around with a group. I think.
A group.
Maybe. I don't know.
Very interesting.
Was that the okay? A quick
was-
aside. Was that the dude that was in the bar that stormed out?
Yeah, it was the captain dude. Captain something.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Sonalia, do you know anything about Odrek Selbor?
At this time, I do not.
Okay. I'll ask
But
you
the reason
in a
I
few.
ask, the reason I ask is because I remember that when I was first taken, I was at a bar in the beginning, and there was one of my crewmates was actually at that same bar before I knew him. He made a fool of himself, and there was also a hooded figure that was in the bar as well, watching us creepily. But I didn't pay him much mind. I wasn't sure if that was the same hooded figure that's been involved with you guys.
I think his name was Colonius. Do you know anything about Visconti nobles?
I am so sorry. I'm back.
No, you're fine.
Oh, I should have. Wow. Odric. You. I just put 2 and 2 together. I feel like an idiot now. By the way, Scorch, the con save was because I had just drank 2 things of mead and the
I wasn't asking any of you to do a Constitution saving throw. What it seems like here as in this location in my house, you all are able to drink as much as you want and get to the point where you're feeling all nice and toasty and buzzed and everything, but there are no negative effects of alcohol in this house.
Cool.
Bullshit.
I just get sexier. Looking at my reflection.
I just realized, what was the bandits? Who were the bandits looking for, or saying their leader was?
Their dude was
Odric.
Aldrich.
was it? Yeah, it was Odrek. Yeah, Odrek Selbor.
What bandits do you speak?
I forgot he
Oh
was
yeah,
sleeping
he
until.
was asleep, wasn't he?
You just had to be there, Kill.
He was there.
Xena's gonna pipe up and just look at Killa. Don't worry, it wasn't very fun.
You
You'll
did
meet some
awesome.
of them soon enough.
Do what? No,
No.
cool.
Kai's going to look over at Sonalia, and you're just going. All of you are going to see. He's going to look very, very serious, very grave, and I think it's time.
Sonalia looks back at him and sighs and then smiles softly and picks up her lyre once again, steps away from the table, and begins to play.
I need each and every one of you to roll a Constitution saving throw, except for Sonalia.
Nat 20.
Okay.
Hold on.
I am using lucky. Where I find out what happened. Awesome. I got a 13.
Hold up. What?
Okay, so we have a
What the fuck?
natural 20. What else do we have?
19.
Well, you have a
Well,
22 with your modifier.
You have a 22. I have a 7.
What?
Okay.
So
Each of you-
25, 22, 7,
Oh,
and 13.
okay.
And I don't think we have one for...
So only one person rolled under a 10?
Yeah, me.
Okay, well, you are going to take 2 points of psychic damage.
Hold on.
Laser noises.
Sorry, I forgot about my other ability. Gotta just find it. Sorry, reading things really quickly. Resistance. I only take 1.
No.
Oh! That's all it says. Is I have resistance to psychic damage, right?
You do. In most senses, that would be an attack. This isn't an attack. There's only one reason why I'm saying you take it, and it's going to go for it in a minute, but just do your damage. You just take your 1 damage for now, and we'll go over this later. What's going to happen at this point in time is as the group listens to Sonalia playing her instrument, all of you are going to start to feel this sense of calming come over you. There's going to be a white hot flash that burns through your brain, and you're going to see a very dark dungeon type of room. It seems more like some type of basement that there's, barrels of what could be alcohol, it could be food, just different barrels, a very wet stone-like floor. And you're going to see 2 people, a woman and a child, in a chair. You're going to see a group of men standing in front of them. One hooded figure going to sit there and is going to look over towards the direction where you would be looking from, seeming like he knows that you're there, but you can't quite tell. You're going to see one of the men go up with a knife, holding it to the woman's throat. And you're going to hear him say, "This is what's going to happen if you don't give us the information we need." And you're going to hear a response, "I'm trying. I'm doing what I can." You're going to see a shadow of a figure come up from behind them and look over towards your direction where all of you were witnessing this event, and you're going to hear, "Help them, please." The hooded figure is going to turn and look in your direction, and he's going to throw the knife at your direction. And this is where the damage would be coming in for, where the 2 points of damage are, but with your resistance, you take 1 point of damage, 1 point of psychic damage. And you're all going to come back to it. You're going to see Kai and Sonalia standing over in the corner, whispering to each other. Kai's going to look back over at them, then you're going to hear him look at Sonalia and go, "I wonder what they saw. Normally, this tool has been very helpful for us in the past, and maybe it'll be something that can help us. I hope so. We need to win this time. I don't know if we can do this again, but I know you must leave."
She looks over at Kai and places a calming hand on his shoulder and says, "We will, friend. This time we will. I have faith in them. They have spirit, that's for sure." And after she finishes her words, Sonalia, her body just seemingly turns more and more into mist until she eventually just disappears.
Everybody say goodbye, Mercy. Thank you for coming.
Bye,
Bye,
Mercy.
Mercy.
I'm sorry I
Bye.
bombarded you with so many questions.
No, it's okay. You can ask
I
me
love
as much as you want to.
you.
I love you.
Bye.
Thank you, Mercy.
Bye. No problem.
Bye.
Now we're coming up on the end of the session, but if there are any more questions that any of you have for Kai right now, you are welcome to ask them or talk amongst yourselves.
My brain, you see, kind of just look at Penetrator and go, "Why don't you show him? He wasn't here for the stone, was it you had?"
I'm gonna pull out the shiny rock,
Did
show
you?
it to Kai, but not let go of it. Say, "Do you know anything about this?"
Looks like a rock. I could crack a nut with it.
Slips it back into my bag.
Damn it. Let me see the rock.
Just slowly holds the rock up in front of Killa, making sure to not let go of it.
But is that even a rock? Like, it looks like pile of turd.
I'm just gonna yeet Killa.
God damn it.
rolled a 10 on that yeet.
Did you try to steal the rock from him?
No, I wanted to look at the fucking rock, and I was so stupid I called it shit.
Ah,
And
okay.
he threw me.
Well,
But
actually,
I land
you can.
on feet.
I was gonna say you can. You're good. You're perfect. You see his fucking penetrator just tries to just toss him, and somehow in some miraculous feat of acrobatics, you just see Killer twist and contort himself in midair and land, and just ta-da! Ha! Kai's going to look at each of you. He's going to very solemnly just. What did you see?
Someone who wanted information. They threw something at me.
Are you okay?
Nothing I couldn't handle.
Kai's going to toss you a piece of what seems to you to be Aki's beef jerky.
I graciously accept and eat it immediately.
Okay, you're back to full spells, full health, full everything. Also remember, really quick, I apologize. Also remember that each of you did officially have your long rest and are fully healed, fully restored in every ounce of that. Any damage, anything, you're all back to normal.
They had a. Did you guys see the same thing I did?
A woman and child, and the
Surrounded
man
by-
asking to save them.
Was that
Yeah.
a child? I thought
Was
it
that a
was
man or a
simply a
woman?
midget.
Was it a man or a woman asking us to save them?
I think it was a woman.
I thought it was a woman.
So, you saw a woman and a child asking for help, and something was thrown at you. That's all you saw.
Some guy in a hood, like threatening. her.
He wants the information. I don't know.
And then it sounded like she was telling us to help.
Can I describe what she and her child look like to Kai?
I mean, whatever it is that was explained to you is what you can relay. What you saw, what I explained to you, and that is all that you saw. There was really no discernible details. It was dark.
Did anybody catch how many people there were? Because I saw hooded figures, but I don't know how many.
Badger.
What?
Looked at it.
Have how many?
You're cutting out, Sav.
Sorry, Badger. Do you have like how many figures it was? How many people?
No.
There was
Like-
a bunch of hooded figures around a woman and a child. He was the main, I want to say, head honcho guy. Looked at us, and somebody was speaking, not from us. Wait, from us or behind us? They said they're trying, but then they asked us to save them. I don't know how to save them, and I don't know what information they wanted. I don't quite know what's going on.
I see. Nothing helpful. I'm sorry to put you through that, especially without your permission, but Sonalia has a very uncanny ability of somehow getting helpful and useful information for us. We've used it in the past, and I was hoping I'd be able to do something to help you figure out your own journey. But I believe the entity has become stronger.
There's a lot of barrels around.
But do you mean the knife, the brown-handled knife the hooded man was holding?
The what knife?
The
The one
hit
that
me.
was thrown at
What about this knife? What do you know of it?
It was up against the woman's neck, and then it was thrown at and he complained.
It's like he could see us. It's like he could tell we were there, and it was like she could tell we were there too.
Oh. They were threatening someone. And someone was asking for help. Did you say this figure, he turned and he saw you?
Seemed like he looked at us.
Yeah, he saw us.
Kind of uncanny, like looking through walls. Suspicious.
I see. I will think on this. I will go and see the Oracle and see if there's anything that I can draw from this. I thank you, Chosen, I do. I know this has been a very jarring journey for you so far, just being pulled from your respective domains and sent through a labyrinth and only to come and meet more triumph in an arena and more shit from me, and I do apologize for this, but I don't think you understand how dire our situation is. The realms are disappearing. The dimensions are leaving and going at irreparable rate, and I'm not sure if we'll have the strength to do this time, but I hope with all that I am that we do, and I do have faith in each of you, but you need to get stronger. It may be the mead talking, and maybe that I've grown quite fond of this group, even though we've only known each other for a little while. But I do believe if anyone can do it, it's you and the people you may meet along the way.
Well,
If there is anything else that you guys would like to ask or do at this point, now would be the time.
Yeah.
No, I don't think I have any questions. I've got a lot
Sorry.
more.
my character apologizes, saying sorry we couldn't be more helpful.
You have nothing to apologize for as of now. But keep your wits about you. The journey is yet to truly begin. That key, that room that Sonalia mentioned, it all plays a part in what's to come. But I need you to know that there will not be much help. A lot of these puzzles, especially your curses, will need to be figured out by you and your own. There are things that are blocked from myself and Zorus. And this is why we have you. Because with you, there are things we can achieve that we could not do alone. There's a lot planned for you. I just hope, with all that I am, that we can accomplish this. Kai is going to take out 5 what seems to be metal bracelets. Very pristine, elegant looking, ornate, engraved, like twisted cable metal bracelets. And they're all basically looks like they would fit on Penetrator's pinky. He's going to set them on the table. You take these, and when you are ready, each of you must have this on at all times. What these devices are, this is a communique device for all of you. You will be able to talk with one another across great distances. You will be able to speak and plot and plan and help one another. Maybe even if you're in different realms.
Can we turn them off?
You can take them off. Or put them on. If you take them off, they do not work. If you put them on, they do work. This should help you. We've had many artificers working on these for a while just to make sure that we can have this happen for you. So take these. You do not need to wear them now, but when your journey truly begins, these may be of help.
I'm gonna pick one up and just slip it onto my pinky.
I'm going to just slip mine into my bag. But at the mention of artificers, I ask him an odd question. Why does everybody... when you talked about artificers, did you have a war recently?
You tell me. You were there. What I'm going to tell you about the metal bracelets is, as you go to put them on, they do expand to each individual person and fit as needed. So you don't have to wear it on your pinky, but if you go to put it on, it will actually function as a bracelet.
No, it's a pinky ring now.
Fair enough.
I just start playing with it by like putting it near the top of my head, seeing if it'll figure
It expands and turns
that
into a
weird?
choker.
That's a joker. Yes.
I have one other question based on the artificers. It brought back up just a recent memory. We were talking to two people from Sparrow's Hollow.
Yes.
They're all the same person, it seemed.
Seem almost identical.
There's
Yes.
many people in Sparrow's Hollow.
Well, yeah, but I'm talking. There's two people that attacked us.
You were attacked.
Yes.
What?
If you could call
That's
it an attack.
putting it a bit generously, I think.
I missed a fight?
Not
The
really.
fuck?
Not really. None of us drew our weapons. Like,
Oh,
no.
Yeah, none of us tried to kill anybody at all.
We didn't try to kill anybody. Anyway, no. We were attacked after we left the blacksmith's place and ended up running into this group that tried to rob us. Under.
Huh. Did they succeed? As he just casually looks over at Penetrator.
Ha!
Were
What
they
do you think?
extract adjacent?
Motherfucker.
They escaped, except for their leader. Wait, who was their leader, anyways? Oh,
One of them ran, two of them turned, one of them lost his legs.
You did what?
They are alive.
I
Grab
removed the
ate
man's
your
legs
legs?
with a shield.
Oh, you fed the legs to the scabs. Good man. Seen you before.
Sign, I want you to roll an insight check.
Why? Why?
Assuming it wasn't good.
No,
Six.
No.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. We're just gonna bypass over that completely.
I'm gonna look at Kai and ask, do you know how many domains have disappeared since we've been here?
Countless. But since you have been here, the most recent one lost was Piristrad, which someday soon you all will be going there. Do not ask how.
We go to a place that's been.
I just
destroyed.
said do not ask how. But these realms are disappearing at an alarming rate.
These people that try to ambush us seem to be under the command of someone general. They all seem to look pretty much identical in their peculiar. If I gave you guys a name, would that help at all?
You expect me to know the name of every person in Sparrow's Hollow?
Well, I mean, what if his name was, something like Odrek Selbor?
Roll an insight check.
I have
I love how when I tell Karma to roll an insight check, roll shows up on here finally.
before you even know what it is, am spending another lucky point to do another roll.
If he gets it.
It is a 16.
You notice the faintest of twitches on Kai's face when you mention the name Odric. Something he visibly tries to hide, but it was one of those visceral reactions that it was just sharp enough to actually show some form of expression. Kai is also going to ignore you completely at the mention of Odric and go back to talking to Ziva.
Okay.
Oh, we have lost Assassin, it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Freeze?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, his computer shut down.
I mean, he looks like he's looking down at the top of Nin's head right now, and it's hilarious. He's staring longingly at the crown that he needs to be sleeping in.
I'm gonna tell you right now, feat, that lucky feat has given me so much value.
What I will say, Ziva, from what I am aware of, is my scouts are giving me more and more information by the day. But in the short time that you've been here, we've lost 4 more realms. The most recent being Piristrad, but it seems that there's been a bit of a pause. Once we lost Piristrad, there has been this calm. I'm not sure why, but I hope to figure it out soon. I will call on you soon and let you know when I am ready to send you to the realm.
Can we sleep this time?
I don't know.
I thought we did sleep. I thought
If-
we had.
If there are there any other questions?
How far away is your city?
From here?
No, from Sparrow's Hollow. And what direction, please?
Oh, but a few miles to the right.
That works for me.
The right from what orientation?
Just the right.
So another turn right will be there in a few days.
Or you
Hours.
turn left.
Days to walk a couple miles.
I'm sorry, I don't remember how far a mile is. Anyways,
I like your mild.
walking has no time limit.
True. You're not wrong.
Thank you for your hospitality.
I hope you
I
liked
wink
my
at Kai.
mead.
I wink at Kai and I finish off what's left in my cup. I dunk it down on the table. And then I
Same.
refresh the yellow on his beard to make it last at least a little bit longer while I'm.
Kai's going to stand up and he's going to turn around and walk towards the door and open it. And he's going to turn. You have a few seconds left. Is there anything else you want to know?
Frankly, if people would quit hiding shit from us, that would be most helpful, but I suspect not.
He's going to look at you directly. I am not hiding anything from you. I am giving you the information that I know. And I do not know everything at this moment. But the more that I know, the more you will know.
I'm gonna look at him and ask, who's the strongest non-deity in the land?
Let me get back to you on that. And maybe I'll send you there, just so I can watch the fight.
Gonna see Penetrator start grinning.
Kai's going to bow. He's going to turn and he's going to close the door behind him. As the door closes, the landscape in the room around you start to fizzle out. Everything starts to fade away. And before the image completely disappears, you're going to hear again in the far, far distance, "You have to help them." At this point, each of you are back in your beds, still sleeping in the inn. And that is where we are going to end this week's episode. So everybody go ahead and give a little bit of a wave, and we're going to start and restart up and do our little after session and say goodbye. Thank you everyone for coming out for episode